Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel, guys. And so, a little bit late signing on here. Apologize about that, but here we go. We've got the Falcons already inside the 10 right now at the 8-yard line of the Jets after the big play by Kyle Pitts. And so, here we go. Quarterback up under center here. Marcus Mariota in the game. Multiple tight ends, one receiver. Got a back and a fullback in the backfield. Play fake. Jets are on him. Mariota's going to throw the ball, and incomplete. That time the rush was there immediately, but of course Marcus Mariota's utilizing that speed to try to extend the play, but incomplete. So now we've got third and goal coming up, guys. Third and goal coming up here from the 8-yard line. And so, Lewis, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let me know. Did you take the over or under in this one? Let me know. All right, again, here in the first quarter here, first drive of the game, and the Falcons already here at the goal, but here we go. So third and goal here. Fullback goes in motion. Mariota takes a snap. Play fake. Has time, going to dump it to the back, and he gets hit immediately there by the linebacker on that play, and that's going to bring up fourth down coming up from the 5-yard line. So bend but don't break. Obviously the Falcons on that drive had the big play by Kyle Pitts out there, but at the end of the day, Jets are going to hold them to a field goal attempt here, and we're going to have Koo come out here for the field goal. And so, Mike, what's good? What's good with you, Mike? Carmichael, how are you doing today? How are you doing today, Carmichael? And we got Old Man Mob as well. Great start to the stream, I'd say. What's good with you, old man? All right, and here goes the 23-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and kick is good. And so, Koo, certainly one of the more underrated kickers in this league, especially for fantasy football purposes. But on their first drive there, the Falcons are able to come away with 3 points in this one. Mike says, drive to JB2K. And so you already know, the drive is strong, and we will get there. We will get there. Leslie Lewis says, went with the under 41 today. JB team should be working on the running game. And so that's a good way to look at it right there. We both know that regardless who's in there for Atlanta, it's going to be a lot of mobile quarterbacks. Joe Flacco's playing today for the Jets. So we're going to get to see Mike White. Mike White had a little bit of magic to him last year in the regular season. We remember that game. I think we even streamed one of the games in which the game that we streamed was the Jets versus Colts last year, where he got injured and then Josh Johnson came in, which Josh Johnson has been lighting it up as well down there in Denver. But absolutely. Let's see, Carmichael says, I am doing good. Just got out of football practice and didn't drop anything. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Sure-handed, that's what's up. You're learning from George Pickens, huh? But yeah, I am doing great. I am doing absolutely great here. Been looking forward to Monday Night Football. It feels good to be able to say Monday Night Football. And yeah, I mean, we are getting through the preseason. Just 1 week left after this game here of the preseason, and then college football starting on Saturday. I already got the stream set up for that one, so I'm looking forward to it. Matter of fact, Carmichael, the stream that I'll be doing Sunday for the last preseason game of the season happens to be the Lions versus your Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. So I will be streaming that game on Sunday. Right now, we are currently at the commercial. But yeah, on that drive right there, Marcus Mariota, 3 of 4 for 67 yards passing there for the Falcons. But guys, let me know this here in the comment section. For the Atlanta Falcons, what would you say would be the threshold that the Falcons would have to reach in terms of the amount of wins this season for you guys to consider it like, okay, for the Falcons and their standards, this was actually a good season? What does that threshold look like for the Falcons? Is it simply just not have the top pick of the draft? Is it simply trying to get out of the top 5 pick area if you're the Falcons? What do you consider to be the threshold that if the Falcons surpass this, they've already exceeded your expectations of the Falcons this upcoming season? Let me know that in the comment section here. All right, let's see. Carmichael says, George Pickens' film goes a long way. All right, Carmichael says, yes, I will be here for my Steelers game. And so, okay, bet. I mean, hey, good things happen when we watch your team on, through the streams here. We saw it pay off for Lewis. I mean, they went out there and just cremated the Seahawks out there. Like, the Seahawks just looked bad. And so, absolutely. Let's see, Carmichael says the Falcons suck. Mike says they stink. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. Let's see the Jets here on the return. All right, he's going to be at the 10, at the 15, brought down at about the 19-yard line, and that's exactly where these Jets are going to be taking over here. Now, as for the Jets, I mean, I feel like from a roster perspective, there's a lot of talent on this Jets team, a lot of young talent and a lot of talent that they've acquired over the last couple of years and stuff like that. So I like what they're trying to build, but at the same time, it's going to come down to quarterback play, and I just don't know if Zach Wilson is ready to take that next step. I thought coming into the season, maybe we might see him set up for that because I do like what they did, throughout the draft and stuff like that, but we're going to have to see. But one thing I do know is that Joe Flacco and his experience, he can teach this team a lot. Speaking of Flacco not playing today, but we've got Mike White in there with the play fake, bootlegging and throws it to the receiver near the sideline. That's going to be a catch and a gain of 4 yards. Not just any receiver. We're talking about Garrett Wilson with the reception there from The Ohio State University. I know a little something about Garrett Wilson. Let's see, Mike says they're garbage. Carmichael says, Jets are too young right now. And so, yeah, old man was telling me that earlier in the offseason, but I'm starting to believe it more and more that they're really just too young right now. But I do like just from the base of this roster that they have, considering it's the Jets. All right, so White takes a snap up under center, going to hand it to the back off the left side, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. But there is a penalty. So let's see what they call. All right, holding on the defense. So that's going to be an automatic first down right there, and that's going to move the chains right there. All right, and again, we are in the first quarter right now with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go. This is the Jets' first drive of the game right here. Mike White in there at quarterback. Got the tight end going in motion here. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends in the backfield. They've got 4 seconds right now to work with in the play clock. Got to snap the ball. Takes the snap, going to hand it to the back. In the back, gobbled up in the backfield. So Breece Hall right there went backwards 3 yards. Again, the running back from Iowa State that many people believe to be the best running back in the draft class. Second down coming up, 2nd and 12. All right, so Mike White's going to line up in the shotgun here. We've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and a running back. Going to take the snap. Falcons sending 4. White throws it. Caught by the receiver. Going to pick up about 8 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd and 5 coming up. Again, first quarter with 9 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter. That was Black with the reception. All right, so we're going to line up in the shotgun again. 4 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Immediately, Falcons send pressure, but somehow White is able to elude the pressure. Made 2 guys miss that got back there pretty easily and was able to pick up 2 yards, it looks like, on the play, but it's still 4th down coming up. All right, let's see. Old man says, JB, there might be good news coming Patriot fans' way. It's 50-50 right now, but when might get traded? And so that would certainly be good news. And we know this time of the year, there's going to be a lot of trade conversations happening as teams try to fill out the rest of their roster here in these last coming weeks. All right, so the punch on the way here for the Jets. It's caught at about the 7. Splits defenders. Makes a guy miss. And gets brought down at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Falcons are going to take over. Again, last drive out there, they were able to get a field goal. Had a good drive going, especially through the air. Marcus Mariota was 3 or 4 passing for 67 yards through the air. He connected on that deep ball to Kyle Pitts, and we'll see if this time the Falcons can try to get into the end zone right now. Because right now, the way that they look, they'll be a team that'll move the ball, but it'll settle for a lot of field goals. And so, unless you've got Koo out there for your fantasy football team, though, you want them to get into the end zone. All right, Lewis says, I like Falcons tired of always having a bad defense. You're right. At some point in time, it's got to bother you. Like it's got to really bother you at some point in time. And you can tell the Dan Peeps, he is sick and tired of seeing that with the Falcons defense. And so I like that. I like what he said. I like the energy that he's bringing there in his second season. It's a great opportunity to really implement that culture as they talk about and take that to the next step. Obviously, a lot of young pieces here for the Falcons here, but these are going to be key pieces that you build upon. If this team can go out there and really, you think about a couple years ago when Brian Flores was there with the Dolphins, and then when they took that massive leap, when nobody expected Miami to take that type of a leap, and they just started playing out of their minds, and they definitely overachieved as a team, but you see, it laid the foundation for what is to come. And so the Falcons, they have, similar type of pieces. If they can just put it together and stuff like that, then they could, build that foundation for years to come and continue to improve. Because at some point, Brady's going to retire. And once he's retired, obviously we know the Saints, they're tremendously talented. But, who's to say that they can't be a competitor? You just never know. Let's see. Old man says, if he does get traded, I can, I can see three things happening. And so, all right, let us know those three things. Again, we're currently right now at the commercial. For anybody that's just tuning in, the Atlanta Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. This will be their second drive of the game. First drive, they got a field goal, and then they were able to stop the Jets. And so now we'll get to see Marcus Mariota and the offense come back out here again. All right, so old man says, let's see, Michael Onwenu playing right tackle and having one of the backups playing right guard, or move him to right tackle and bring in vet, maybe Eric Flowers. So Eric Flowers is still in free agency. I have forgotten about him and stuff like that. That is interesting. Okay, bet, but I like it. Again, currently at the commercial right now. All right, so getting ready to return back to the action again here in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Marcus Mariota is going to line up under center on this play. You've got two tight ends, two receivers, and a back in the backfield. Jets have four linemen up front. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap here, going to hand it to the back off the right side, cuts up, and going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. Now we've got second down coming up, 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Falcons' 29-yard line. Again, they lead this one 3-0. Let's see, old man says, or have Onwenu play right guard and bring back Marcus Cannon, Eric Fisher, or have one of the backups to play right tackle. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 6 right now. In the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Receiver goes in motion. Going to take the snap here. Jets sending 4. Throws it to the receiver who's open, and he makes the catch. And did he not hit the ground? I thought his knee was down, but apparently not. That's a big-time play. Way to keep your balance. I'd like to see the replay on that, because I thought when the second defender got him, I thought he hit the ground. But that was Hodge right there for the 29-yard reception. Let's see the replay on that one. And so, are we sure that his knee did not hit the ground, though? Yeah, I need to see that replay one more time here. All right, so when the second guy hit him, his knee, okay, so his knee was down. His knee was down. Okay, his knee was definitely down. I should be officiating this game because I saw it on first glance. That knee was down. That is not a human type of move to do that with your knee and not hit the ground. That he was definitely down. Now, we've seen people let stuff slide in the preseason before, Lewis says, wow, bad tackling. Just last game, Lewis would have been like, let the man play and let him go for the end zone. But he said, bad tackling. He wants the clock to run. All right, so here we go. But I do like how the Falcons' offense is currently looking. All right, quarterback up under center here. Fullback goes in motion. Got a fullback in the backfield. Movement there by the defensive lineman. I don't think a lineman moved first. It looks to be on the defense there. Let's see what the officials call. Yep, on the defense. Good call there. So now we're going to be looking at 1st and 5 right now from the Falcons' 47-yard line. So smart with the unsmart play on defense. Yeah, you can't have penalties like that. All right, so here we go. Got Marcus up under center. Got a fullback in the backfield here. Multiple tight ends and one receiver. Going to take the snap here. Marcus, play fake. Marcus in the pocket. Marcus going deep. Man, wide open. He was so open. He was able to hit the floor, get back up, and wow. It does not get that wide open, not even in Madden. I'm sorry, it doesn't get that open ever. Did the defense simply not see him? Let's see the replay on that one. Obviously, with a team like this, anytime they start to play fake there, that's going to get your attention. But man, I mean, talk about miscommunication in that secondary. You cannot let the guy get behind you like that. Just cannot do that in this league. All right, this time we're going to have two receivers. We got a fullback, got a back in the backfield, and a tight end. Mariota takes a snap, going to hand it to the back, in the back. Off the right side there. Got to make some people miss here. Uses a deadly stiff arm. Picks up 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down coming up here. So 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Jets' 13-yard line. So far in this drive, you have 4 plays, 62 yards, and about 2 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Let's see. Lewis says, damn same old Jets. He started seeing the same thing from them Jets. We all know if this was a regular season game, this would probably be a London game, though, if this was a regular season game. But here we go, guys. 2nd and 9. Shotgun trips at the top of the formation. Marcus Mariota in the pocket. He's moving around. He's still moving. Buying time now. He's going to throw it in the direction of the end zone there, but incomplete. Incomplete. So 3rd down coming up, guys. 3rd and 9 coming up here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. At the Jets' 13-yard line. Last time they came here, they had to settle for 3 points. Can they get into the end zone here? That's what you want to see here from your quarterback one in this situation. Being able to move the ball, that's nice. But if you're not coming away with touchdowns, it's going to cost you. You got to be able to come away with a touchdown. Let's see if Marcus Mariota can get into the end zone here. All right, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and a back. Mariota takes a snap here. Jets only send 4. He has all day. Has a guy in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. And so just like that, 2 drives, 2 scores. How about that? And so great pass right there by Marcus Mariota. I mean, hey, you give any quarterback that kind of time, they're going to go out there and they're going to ball out. This is the NFL. Let's see, old man says, JB, what's your opinion on Thaddeus Moss' block? And so you don't like to see it. You don't like to see it in the game, and I get it that it was technically, I guess, like a legal block, but there are some things that are legal that we're putting guys' careers at risk here, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. We're at the NFL level here. There shouldn't be those kind of blocks going on here. So, yeah, I'm not too fond of it. Not too fond of it. But with the extra point being good, the Falcons are now up 10-0. And Lewis is like, just chill, guys. Don't start scoring like this. Just chill. But just to recap, Marcus Mariota, 6 of 8 passing for 132 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Again, just 2 drives out there. Offense looking really good so far. On the ground as a team, 4 carries for 10 yards. What I like what Marcus is doing is that, especially on the play before, even though it was an incomplete pass there, but you saw he looked like he was going to take off and run. Then he went back, and then he just started moving around and buying time for his guys to get open. And that's how you want to see him utilize his legs. Not so much always scrambling, but being able to buy time for these guys to get open. Because they got some young guys out there that's, they can probably do some things if you give them some time, especially if the offensive line will protect like we saw in that last touchdown pass. Again, that's on the Jets, though. They only sent 4 guys there. You got to be able to bring some pressure and get into his face, though, defensively. Let's see, old man says they don't like the fact that it's a preseason game. And so, right. Let's see, Lewis says, I need another 3 and out. But yeah, absolutely, old man, absolutely. especially in the preseason game, especially. Let's see. Old man says, my cousin's been telling Fluco should be quarterback one this year. You know what? Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that you need to see what Zach Wilson's going to develop upon, but if this was, say, college football and it just came down to who the purely better quarterback was, then it would be Joe Flacco, honestly. I've seen how Joe Flacco looks in this offense compared to other quarterbacks he's been tied to, whether it be, back when Sam Darnold was there, whether it be when Zach Wilson's there. I honestly feel like the offense goes better with Joe Flacco, not to mention when I have guys on the fantasy football team on the Jets at receiver, they play better too with Joe Flacco in there at quarterback. So to me, Joe Flacco is the better quarterback. However, you got to let Zach Wilson develop. There's no way he's going to get there sitting on the bench and whatnot for the Jets. He has to be out there, and you have to hope that he is the guy that you thought he was. So they don't really have a choice but to go with Zach Wilson because he is their future, and they got to see what the future is. But as of right now, I mean, Joe Flacco can probably win you a game or two more than I think Zach Wilson would at this point in his career. So I can see the reasoning behind that. But again, we're here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go, and the Atlanta Falcons jumping up to the 10-0 lead right now. Can we get an answer or response from the Jets? Again, the Jets, we all know Zach Wilson, he's injured right now. We know Joe Flacco, he's not playing because they want to preserve him. They don't want him getting banged up. So it's on Mike White right now to try to catch fire like we saw him do in the regular season last year. Can he give us a little spark of hope? Lewis is hoping not. He is hoping that's not the case. But here we go. Caught at the 2-yard line here. He's at the 10, at the 20, slips, and they'll be down at the 20-yard line. And that's where the Jets are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Let's see. Lewis says, I hope that's it for Mariota. Lewis says, that's it. Call it. You've seen enough. At this point, though, I feel like we really have seen enough, and so I would definitely pull him at this point, but we'll see. Mike says, who's got the better uniforms of these two teams? Who's got the better uniforms? Honestly, that's a good question. But man, look at that pass right there. It looked like it bit the receiver on the hand. So we got second down coming up here. Looked like Mike White just fired that one in there. Receiver unable to handle it. The Jets offense had 31 drops last season, which was the second most in the NFL. You're not going to win games if you're out there dropping passes left and right. You're just not going to do it. All right, but here we go, guys. In the shotgun formation, tight end going in motion here for the Jets. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap. White looking, throws it. Caught by the wide receiver. Tackled immediately by the defensive back. That was Garrett Wilson with the reception. Of course, Garrett Wilson, in my opinion, was the best receiver in this year's draft class. I mean, there's so many things that he can do, and he's only going to get better, and better. Jet fans are hoping to see a lot of those Wilson to Wilson touchdowns. All right, Lewis, appreciate that. Let me know if the echoing is gone. I don't know why it randomly does that, but it seems to do that at some random point during the stream now. But appreciate calling it out. All right, so we got a penalty here. So a penalty here against the Jets. But hopefully that's better, Lewis. Hopefully that's better. Let's see. Mike says, Bill spent a second for Cody Ford. Busville. Good old Busville, huh? Mike says echo. So it's still echoing right now, Mike? Mike says better. Lewis says good. All right, bet. But here we go, guys. 3rd and 8. White feeling the pressure. Throws it. Incomplete. That time, White was unable to step into his throw. You can see the pressure at his foot. So he threw it from an awkward angle there. But did they hit the passer on that play? There's a penalty. Referees are discussing. Again, it's the first quarter with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And the Falcons lead right now 10-0. Ooh, roughing the passer. That play could have been a lot worse. That play could have been a lot worse. I do remember when the Chiefs and Patriots played many years ago, the reason why this rule exists, and that defender kept following through on it. That time, you see, he kind of let up. He kind of let up on the bottom right there. I mean, he was right in front of the man's leg there, but if he'd have drove all the way through, that could have been a massive injury right there for Mike White. So, thankfully, that was not an injury on that play. But yeah, they're not playing about going towards the legs of the quarterback anymore. But here we go. White up under center here. Gonna hand it to the back, up the middle, looking for a hole. Gonna pick up about 2 yards on the carry. Got second down coming up here. Again, first quarter with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the first. Jets trying to get their first points of the game here. Lewis says, work on the running game and run the ball. They look like they want to pass tonight, Lewis. They want to pass and they want to try to score. First quarter with 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go here. Here we go. White up under center right now. Three receivers, one tight end, one back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Gives it to the back. Off the right side, and he's going to pick up about another 2 yards on that play. We got third down coming up here at about the 40-yard line of the Jets. Let's see. Old man says, JB, did you see what Bill Belichick said about Lil Jordan? And so, what? I think I did come across that, but I forgot what he said. But do remind me what he said and stuff like that. Because when Bill talks about a guy, that's real praise right there if he mentions you. But here we go, guys. 3rd and 7 out of the shotgun here for the Jets. Going to take the snap. Falcons sending forward. White throws it. Caught by the receiver. And he's tripped up. What a great tackle by the defender. If he doesn't make that tackle right there, that's a first down for the Jets there, especially with that being Garrett Wilson on the play. Because all you want to do is get the ball into his hands, and he'll make a guy miss. But that time, the defensive back was in perfect position there and made a great tackle. 4th down coming up here. Jets are going to punt the ball. All right, so Jets looking to punt the ball here on 4th and 3. Punt's on the way. And fair caught at the 10-yard line. And that is exactly where the Atlanta Falcons are going to be starting off with the drive here. And so 2 drives already. They scored 2 times on both. And so Marcus Mariota in the offense will come back out here looking to score some more points. I honestly feel like if the Falcons come out here and score again, whether it be touchdown or field goal, at this point, you go ahead and you pull Marcus Mariota out after that if they go out there and score, I feel like. All right, but here's a question I have for you guys. Between the Falcons and the Jets, which one of these 2 teams do you guys project will finish higher or has the better chance at finishing higher in their respective divisions? And so key word is in their respective division. Obviously for the Jets, that means they would have to have a better record than, say, the Dolphins or the Patriots or something like that. Meanwhile for the Falcons, better record than the Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers, teams like that. So which team do you feel has the better odds to finish higher in the division standings between the Falcons or the Jets? Let me know here in the comment section. I would say the Falcons here simply because for the Jets, you still got the Dolphins, still got the Patriots, still got the Bills. Those are going to be tough games for the Jets to win more than them. So I would say Falcons, I feel pretty confident they can be a better team than the Carolina Panthers, especially if Carolina loses Christian McCaffrey at some point during the season for a long stretch. I can certainly see Atlanta doing that. I still think the Saints are going to be better than the Falcons. I still think Tampa Bay is going to be better than the Falcons, but I think there's a real chance that them and Carolina will be competing to see who's going to be that 3rd team. But for the Jets, I think we pretty much know where they're going to be in the division in 4th place. But that's my opinion. Let's see. Lewis says he thinks the Falcons. All right, so we got one for the Falcons. And so, 80s, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let's see, 80 says the Falcons because JB likes the dirty bird. And so, you got me. You got me there. You got me there. I remember when that was a signature celebration and stuff like that we could utilize, whether it be Madden, whatever. But absolutely. But glad to have you here. I figured that he'd go with the Falcons because birds of a feather like to flock together. So Eagles, Falcons, they'll support each other. But again, this is the final game of like the week 2 preseason games, and of course, week 3 will be on the horizon Thursday. I will be streaming on Thursday. It'll be the Packers versus the Chiefs for that preseason game. All right, so we had a carry on that one. That's gonna be a pickup of 4 yards on the play. Got second down coming up. Again, first quarter with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go here. And we got the Falcons leading this one 10-0. Had the ball twice, got a field goal the first time, touchdown other time. And so now they're going to try to score again. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Mariota in the shotgun. Throws it to the back, in the back. Incomplete pass. It looked like an incomplete pass right there. And so the back just went down immediately because he was going to get lit up there. And so it's better that he dropped that one as opposed to catching it. Otherwise, they would have lost some yards. So we got 3rd and 6 coming up here. So 3rd and 6. Can they just get their first stop defensively here today on 3rd and 6? Let's see. But Mariota's going to line up in the shotgun here. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 running back. Mariota gets the snap, jet sending pressure off the left side, throw to the receiver, and it was behind the wide receiver. If that's in front of him, he would have got the first, but it was behind the receiver there, incomplete. Again, it's the same receiver that he targeted in the end zone for the touchdown there, but that time, incomplete, wasn't on the same page there. And so now the Falcons will have to punt the ball for the first time today, and we'll see if the Jets can finally try to get on board here for the first time tonight. But again, now is a good time to let me know who do you want to see win this game. I know it's the preseason, but still, who do you guys want to see win this game? Are you rooting for the Falcons or are you rooting for the Jets? Let me know who you're rooting for. And if either of these teams are your favorite team, let me know that as well in the comment section. But here we go. 4th and 6. Falcons about to punt the ball here from their own 14. Punts on the way. Looks kind of high. Caught at the 50. Fair caught at the 50, and so that is exactly where the Jets are going to take over from the 50. So great field position. You got to make it work here. Mike White, of course, Mike White is in there at quarterback, and so it's going to be up to him to lead this offense here. He is technically the 3rd quarterback here on the depth chart, but this is his day to shine right now. Let's see if he can lead this team to some points. Of course, we know last year the magic that he brought for this team. I mean, it was exciting and fun to watch last year, to watch him go out there and quarterback, honestly, the games that he did get to play. But here we go, guys. 1st and 10. So White's up under center right now. We've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Going to take the snap. Fake it to the back. Bootlegging. Throws it to the tight end. It's caught. Makes one guy miss. Stumbles forward and picks up about 7 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 3 coming up. Let's see. 80 says, in honor of Brett Favre, I'm rooting for the Jets. And so 80's rooting for the Jets in this one. Okay. 80's rooting for the Jets in this one. White's going to line up under center here. Again, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Falcons showing pressure. Will they send pressure? White takes a snap here. Going to hand it to the back. The back bounces out to the left side, cuts up. At the 40, takes on 1 guy. He's brought down at the 35-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Falcons' 35-yard line. So thanks to the great field position due to the punt, they're already, diving into Falcons territory. But can they make it work and get some points? And again, we've got just 15 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And so they can run out this first quarter if they wanted to. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do here is run out the rest of this quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter, it is Falcons 10, Jets 0 so far in this one. But the Jets are on the move here. And when we start the second quarter, we'll see what they do here facing 1st and 10 from the Atlanta Falcons 35-yard line. So far in this one for Atlanta, Marcus Mariota, 6 of 10 passing for 132 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, has not been sacked. Meanwhile, for the Jets, Mike White, 5 of 6 passing for 30 yards. In this one, no touchdowns, no interceptions, hasn't been sacked either. On the ground for each of these teams, the Falcons are 5 carries for 14 yards. Meanwhile, the Jets have 6 carries for 10 yards. And receiving wise for the Falcons here, Kyle Pitts had that big play, that tremendously big play for 52 yards in that reception. And so he has that reception there. They have about 5 guys that had at least caught 1 pass. So they are spreading the ball around to different targets. I will say that for the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, though, they have Garrett Wilson with 3 catches for 15 yards here. He's been targeted 3 times, so all his targets so far are catches. And then they've got Tyreek Black with 1 catch and one out of 1 target for 8 yards, along with Trayvon Wesco, 1 reception for 7 yards, targeted just 1 time. Let's see. 80 says Brett the Jet. Yeah, I mean, he jetted out of there after that one costly mistake that he had his 1 year with the Jets. He jetted out of there just as fast as he joined. But I like that, Brett the Jet. That would have been a nice nickname back then. But again, it is the end of the first quarter, guys, and the score is Falcons 10, Jets 0 so far in this one. And this is the final week of the week 2 preseason games, which means we just got 1 week left. And so for a lot of these guys, that's going to be trying to make the roster, fighting. They fought this far to get this far into it. Teams going to be doing whatever they can to help make their roster that much better. Because by now, you're starting to get an idea of just, what kind of holes the team have, guys that you're hoping to step up and stuff like that. Even though it's the preseason, some of that stuff you can see and stuff like that, especially with some of these younger draft picks that are working with the first teams and stuff like that, seeing who's making an impact. And so it's just so many things about the preseason that's just so valuable that obviously it doesn't count for the wins and losses in the regular season, but still the value is tremendous. Let's see. Old man says, I'm back. JB, these dang Bill fans messing with the Wi-Fi again. They stay busy. They stay busy. Let's see. 80 says, JB, let me give you something to think about. If Kurt Warner got into the Hall, who only had 1 ring and numbers were below Eli, so doesn't Eli deserve to get in? And so I would still say no. I would still say no. The impact that Kurt had on those teams was far greater than the impact that Eli had. Far greater, far greater. The greatest show on turf is not the greatest show on turf if not for Kurt Warner. Meanwhile, Eli, he just got a bus pass and was along for the ride. Big difference. Big difference. Let's see. Old man says, and Bill Belichick said Lil Jordan is a receiver tight end hybrid. And so, yeah, exactly. Just like we have been saying. All right, but here we go, guys. Second quarter on the way. Mike White throws that one incomplete. Had to throw it high because the linebacker was pretty much in position there. So he tried to get it above him. Incomplete. So second down coming up here. 2nd and 10 at the early moments of the second quarter with the Jets trailing 10-0. We got 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Falcons 35-yard line. All right, here we go. Flacco up under center. Going to hand it to the back. And Johnson on the carry there. Goes out of bounds, but there is a penalty. So let's see if this is going to be on the offense. And if so, we're going to be looking at 2nd and 20. Let's see. 80 says, so if you have 1 or 2 great seasons, you're a Hall of Famer. Come on, JB. That's what Dion was talking about. 1 or 2 great seasons. Tell me the seasons in which you're counting as the great seasons there for the great Kurt Warner. That's only counts as the 2 great seasons there. I mean, it's not a longevity award. Eli numbers look like they look because of how long he played and stuff like that. Despite the fact that he threw all those 20-plus interception seasons, someone should have pulled the plug on him. Someone should have, but they didn't because his last name was Manning. So that's why his numbers look like they look. Just because the running back rushes for more yards than Barry Sanders, I'm not going to say he's better than Barry Sanders if he's not. Meanwhile, quarterback throws it to Johnson out the backfield, and Johnson goes for a pickup of 3 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 17 coming up. 3rd and 17 coming up here from the Falcons' 42-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter with 14 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second quarter, and the Jets trailing 10-0. So on 3rd and 18, do they have a play that can get them a first down here? Gonna line up in a shotgun. Got 3 receivers, got 1 tight end, got the back Johnson, gonna put him out in the slot. So now we're gonna go 5 wide here. White takes a snap, throws it quickly, caught by the receiver, and he's gonna go out of bounds here, well short of the first down marker. 4th down coming up, and so. Let's see. 80 says, so does Big Ben deserve the Hall? And so I'd give it to Big Ben. I would give it to Big Ben. I would. Lewis says, is it the Atlanta good defense or Jets bad offense? And so, I mean, they are starting off with their 3rd string quarterback here. And so even though we saw what White's capable of, I'm going to put this one a little bit more so on the offense right now. Just a little bit. I think the Falcons defense is improved though, so it's not all on the offense. And again, we are in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Again, the Falcons up 10-0 right now. Seems like there was a penalty for holding. So now we're going to be looking at 3rd and 27. So basically 3rd and forever right now. Let's see, what are the Jets going to call here? Will they just try to run it, call a screen, or a quick pass? Or will they take a shot? White takes a snap, throws it to the receiver. And he's going to get brought down here at the 44-yard line. So now we got 4th and 19 coming up here. 4th and 19. They were moving the ball great, but then a ton of penalties took place, and honestly, that messed them up here. So the great field position that they had to start off with pretty much negated due to penalties. So 4th and 19 here. The offense stalls out once again. Punt unit out here for the Jets. Let's see if they can pin the Falcons inside the 5. Punt's on the way. And that is going to bounce inside the end zone there. So try to get him inside the 5 there, but it kept rolling. And so the Atlanta Falcons will get another shot at the blade offensively, and we'll see how the Falcons do here. Will they bring Marcus Mariota out once again, or will they switch it over to Desmond Ridder this time? We'll see when we come back from the commercial. Here in the second quarter with 12 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and the Falcons up 10-0 over the Jets. But while we're at the commercial right now, I want to hear from you guys. Tell me which team had the best draft, the best overall draft in your opinion. Let me know which NFL team had the best draft this past draft. Again, the question is, which team had the best NFL draft this past April? Let's see. 80 says, JB, you keep this up, you won't be invited to the Manning cast. LOL. And so I wouldn't accept that invite anyways. I would not do it. Could not do it. And so let's see. 80 says the Eagles did from a non-biased perspective. But nah, the Eagles did a tremendous job. They did a tremendous job. Let's see. Old man says, and these media clowns were saying Jets are better than Patriots. I mean, hey, if you let them believe it, if you let them say paint the picture, they will tell you each year that it's the downfall and stuff like that. I mean, we aren't what we used to be. But come on now, we're not bums out there. Pats are not bums out there, so we'll go that far. Let's see. Old man says it is the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are the two teams that he selected there, the Eagles and the Chiefs. Okay, bet. Yeah, I do love what the Eagles did. I really like some of what the Jets did throughout the draft as well and stuff like that. I mean, getting the Sauce Gardner, getting Garrett Wilson, and then continuing to get players that have that star potential that's going to go out there and make a huge impact and be the cornerstone for your team and stuff like that. So I like a lot of what they did. Let's see. Lewis says Jets not even better than the Bears. And so Lewis has just been on cloud 9 ever since watching the Bears play the Seahawks and stuff like that. He's just been on cloud 9. Let's see. 80 says Jets never better than the Pats. And so that's the nicest thing you've ever said about my Patriots, 80. The nicest thing you've ever said. I cannot recall a compliment remotely close to that about my team. All right, so the Falcons are going out there, and they made the switch there. So Desmond Ridder's going to be coming in there at quarterback. Let's see how he does. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Ryder up under center. Going to take the snap here, play fake. Throws it to the tight end on the screen. He makes a cut. He's running. Big man trips him up there at about the 41-yard line. And so that is where they're going to bring him down at. So we got a first down here. Picked up about 18 yards on the play. And so I'm telling you, I really like just the composure that Desmond Ridder plays with. And so when the Falcons picked him up, I was like, man, that is a great draft pick right there. I didn't see it coming prior to that, but It made sense. It made a lot of sense. But here we go. Ritter up under center here. Going to take the snap. Going to hand it to the back. And off the right side there. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. That is it. So second down coming up here. 2nd and 10 right now at the Atlanta 38-yard line. Again, 11 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And the Falcons up right now 10-0 over the Jets. Looking to try to see if they can add some more points to their total. Let's see. 80 says, JB, come on, I compliment the Pats all the time like how Bill Belichick's son would make a great crackhead Frankenstein for Halloween. LOL. All right, so here we go. Ritter takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Feels the pressure, throws it, avoids the pressure, and oh, what a nice throw. What a nice throw that time. Obviously, the pressure was there, so he was able to throw it without the ball getting deflected out of his hand there and got it right to his guy. Picked up 17 yards there on the play. So here we go. 1st and 10 right now from the 45-yard line of the Jets. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Old man says, JB, I think it's time to have one checkup on 80s because he said something nice about New England. I know. I'm still in shock. I am still in shock. I mean, you don't hear that every day from 80s guys. This is a rare moment. All right, but here we go, guys. Falcons in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. They make an adjustment here. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. The back off the right side picks up 3 yards on the carry. Now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Jets 42-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go. And the Falcons up 10-0 right now over the Jets. Let's see. Lewis says, come on, Jets need to stop. So Lewis thinking about keeping it under right now. He's like, we need to stop right now for the Jets. All right, Ritter up under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the backfield. 10 seconds right now on the play clock. Takes a snap. Hands the ball to the back. In the back. He's going to pick up about a good 3 yards on the play. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. However, let's see what they call. They think it's against. Let's see. Let's see. 80 says, hey, old man, I'm feeling good. Go Pats. Something's definitely wrong. Something is definitely wrong right now. If 80s is saying go Pats, something is definitely wrong. I'm telling you that. And so, Corey, what's good with you? What's good with you, Corey? How's it going? How is it going? I hope all is going well. But glad to have you here on the stream. Glad to have you here on the stream. Who are you rooting for in this one? All right, but meanwhile, here we go, guys. 1st and 10 right now. Tight end goes in motion. 1 back in the backfield here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back, up the middle. And that time, he's going to pick up what seems to be a yard on the play. So we got 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Jets 32-yard line. Again, so far on this drive, 6 plays, 48 yards for about 3 minutes and 15 seconds of turn time possession off the clock. And now we got 9 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Again, the Falcons up 10-0 over the Jets right now. And so far, you can see what they're doing. I expect for the Falcons to do this during the regular season as well and stuff like that, especially with Arthur Smith as the head coach. You run the ball, get up there. You see they're snapping it like with about 5 seconds to go on the play clock, stuff like that. And so just continue to melt that clock. Meanwhile, Ritter almost slipped on the play, but was able to deliver the pass still and got the first down. Picked up 12 yards on the play. And that was the Bernhardt, the receiver on the play. All right, and again, the Falcons here with the ball and a 10-0 lead right now. Here we go. 1 back in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Take the snap here. Throws it to the receiver. And, oh, what a nice tackle. What a nice tackle immediately. Wow, no gain on the play. That's how you stick them. Great tackle by Parks, cornerback for the Jets. Here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. But excellent tackle that time by Parks, laying the wood. And so Lewis says, boom, what a hit. Oh yeah, way to come up and stick it. No hesitation whatsoever. Went in there and did damage. All right, but here we go. Ritter up under center now. Going to take the snap. Fakes it. Throws it. Caught by the receiver, and that's going to take it all the way to the 8-yard line. So just like that, a first down. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. And that was Bird with the reception. Demir Bird. All right, so the penalty was on the defense. We're going to decline that. So we decline the penalty against the defense there. So the Falcons, here we go once again, first and goal from the 8-yard line. One time they came away with a field goal. The other time they came away with a touchdown. What will it be this time? But so far in this drive, 9 plays, 72 yards in about 5 minutes and 12 seconds of time possession off the clock. Can they punch it into the end zone? Desmond Ritter, he's been looking pretty good this preseason. Tight end goes in motion. One back in the backfield, takes a snap. Going to hand it to the back, in the back, up the middle. Still on his feet, powering forward and taking it all the way to the 1-yard line. How about that? Talk about imposing your will against the defense. That time he just bounced off defenders and just kept moving forward. All right, here we go, guys. Second and goal. The official's still in the way here, not allowing him to take that snap just yet. All right, now the official moves out the way here. Ritter takes a snap, hands to the back, and that time, Jets are ready for it. I think he's short. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. If it's on the offense, that'll move him back 10 yards. All right, so it is an offensive holding right there. So that's going to back them up 10 yards right now. Lewis says he needs to see a fumble happen. He needs to see a fumble happen right now. Again, we're here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Score right now, Falcons 10, Jets 0. All right, 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ritter in the shotgun. Tight end goes in motion here. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Need to snap it. Takes a snap, looking, throws it to the back. The back gets it around the 7. Spins, falls forward, and takes it all the way to the 4-yard line. Okay, here we go. Third and goal right now. So third and goal right now. Big play right now for both teams. If you're the Jets, you want to hold them to a field goal attempt, if not come away with a turnover. If you are the Falcons, though, this is where you want to come in here and score a touchdown. Especially your Desmond Ritter, you want to impress the coaches. Come in here and score a touchdown here on third down when they need you to the most. But here we go, third and goal. Let's see if he can do it. You've got 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 receiver towards the bottom. Guy goes in motion here, shotgun formation. Takes a snap, Jets sending only 4. Throws it to the back, and the back. Oh, he came super close that time to the end zone there, but they're saying that he was short of getting to the end zone there. So decision time, not really if you ask me. This close in the preseason, I say you go for it. I say you go for it. Yeah, he was not able to reach it out there, so definitely say you go for it here. All right, but here we go, guys. 4th and goal. You got to avoid penalties at all costs, though. Got to avoid it. They made it to the 1-yard line earlier. Penalty backed them up. Let's see what happens here, though. 4th and goal. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. Up, and something went wrong there, and that's going to be a penalty. I just said about the penalties. And so Black Medicine says go for it. He wants to see the Falcons go for it, but I guarantee you he doesn't want to see no penalties like that. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. So now you're looking at 4th and goal from the 5-yard line here. So far in this drive, 12 plays, 75 yards, and about 8 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Arthur Smith right now is not happy at all with everybody right now. Everybody's getting a piece of it. And now they're going to bring out the kicker. They're going to bring out the kicker. Well, 23-yard field goal attempt. Falcons said they just rather go ahead and get the points here. Hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. Tackling on 3 more points here for the Falcons. So 3 times they made it inside the red zone, 2 times had to settle for a field goal, and 1 time get the touchdown. But this time, Arthur Smith, he is livid right now with what he saw from the offense. That was a major penalty. He's not happy at all. He said, I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, we went over it. And so he is not happy with that. And so let's see. Black Medicine says, Cool delivers as always. And so fired up about the field goal attempt there. But man, Lewis says he'll take that. He will take that. He was hoping for a miss, but he'll take the 3 points as opposed to the touchdown. Let's see. 80 says JB would have played it safe and kicked it, not going for it. And so if JB plays it safe, that means I have tremendous amount of respect for the defense. If I'm playing it that safe to where I'm like, you know what, let's just go ahead and get the points, low scoring game and stuff like that. That's the only way. That's the only way. Lewis says, I'm happy, JB. And so Lewis is happy about that penalty. Arthur Smith may not be, but Lewis is happy about that. So he will take that. He will take it. Let's see. 80 says, Philly special was a 4th and goal. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. No need to bring that up anymore, 80s. No need to bring it up. But again, we're currently right now at the commercial because the Falcons connected on the 23-yard field goal attempt. And when we come back, they'll kick things off and we'll see what the Jets can do offensively. So far in this one, though, when we look at the Falcons passing the ball here, Desmond Ridder, 7-7 passing, 68 yards through the air, no touchdowns, no interception, has not been sacked. So he's looking pretty good once again. Marcus Mariota, he was 6 of 10 passing for 132 yards, threw the 1 touchdown, no interception. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's been all Mike White so far, 7-9 passing for just 41 yards through the air so far. On the ground, the Falcons have 10 carries for 29 yards as a team. The Jets, 6 carries for 10 yards. Let's see. Old man says, dang, Jets being the Jets. He said the Jets are just being the Jets and doing Jets type of things right now. And so it's 13-0, so we still got plenty of time here. We still got plenty of time. Let's see if the Jets can get things going here. If Mike White can start moving the ship a little bit here. But last time out there, they had great field position to start with. You take over from the 50, you've got to come away with some type of points. But they did not come away with any type of points. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. Again, here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here, and the Falcons now up 13-0. Kickoff on the way. Caught into the end zone here. He's at the 5, at the 10. Makes the guy miss at the 15. Brought down at the 15 there. And that is where the Jets are going to take over. So 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Lewis says, I'd rather see the Jets with the ball than the Falcons. Let's see. Black Medicine says, damn, Jets have all the wrong records. 80 says, if Drew Bledsoe didn't get hurt, do you think Tom Brady would have stayed or went elsewhere? And so that is a great question. 80s, does he stay? I mean, beyond that season, yeah, but for how long? Who knows? But at some point, he would have went elsewhere. At some point. But that's a great question. But here we go. White takes a snap. Play fake, bootlegs. Gets it to the receiver. That's going to be a first down. It's going to be a first down on the play, it looks like. Depending on where they mark him at. Should be a first down. Again, 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Jets trailing 13-0. All right, so here we go. Wide up under center here. Tight end goes in motion, went back in the backfield here. White takes a snap, looking to pass. Gonna take a shot to the left, and oh, you gotta pick that off. You get your hands on the ball like that as a defensive back. That's a play that you gotta make. The great ones make that interception. That's how you separate yourself and get favor with the coaching staff. What's the difference between a first-team cornerback and a second-team or third-team cornerback? Is that the first team, when they get an opportunity to get a pick, they capitalize on it. When you have hands like that, that's what gets you paid in this league, is making turnovers. But still great coverage nonetheless. But here we go, guys. 3rd and 1 right now. Wide up under center. One back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Going to hand it to the back up the middle. Met by a linebacker. And just unable to force his way there. Great stop there by the Jets. They made contact and kept driving him back. And so he was not able to pick up the first. So here we go. 4th and 1 coming up. No gain on the play. Let's see. Old man says, I think he would have stayed 2 more seasons because Bill Belichick kept him on the roster when he was the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and then the backup. And so I can see that being the case. I really can. And so, Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you, Braden? You say, hey, JB, how are you doing? All right, but here we go, guys. Punt unit out here once again for the Jets. Punter getting a lot of work today. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here before the half. Again, the Falcons up 13-0. They're taking as much time as they can off the clock. Punt the ball with literally half a second left there on the play clock. Catches it at the 37. Looking to make something happen. Bounces back outside, moving backwards. Now he's going to try to reverse, but it's not going to work. And so he ended up losing yards himself, taking it all the way to the 32-yard line. Tried to make a play that time. Nah, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Let's see. Black Medicine says, hopefully the Falcons defense is as decent as it has been for me on Madden. And so that's one of the things that everybody's saying is that defense on Madden this year has drastically gotten tougher as opposed to previous versions. And so everybody's defense is looking better. Let's see. Black Medicine says, that's the closest we'll come to success, I'm sure. And so Lewis says, good return. So again, Lewis is happy with this. Maybe not the fact that the Falcons have the ball, but he's happy with that punt return. Absolutely. But again, right now we're currently at the commercial here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go before the half. And the Falcons with the football, and they're up 13-0. All right, let's see. Braden says, doing good. I saw you going to stream the Packers and Chiefs game on Thursday. Looking forward to it. That is correct. The next stream that I have will be the Packers and the Chiefs. And that's exactly why, for anybody that is not subscribed to the channel, you're going to want to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We got a lot of these obviously going to finish out. This is the last of week 2. We'll have week 3. Saturday will be the first college football stream of the year. So y'all know I'm excited about that. Nebraska versus Northwestern. Looking forward to seeing that one, on Saturday. A meaningful game that does count, of course, and then finish out the preseason next week as well. So a lot of good things to look forward to, for sure. But yes, the next one is going to be the Packers versus the Chiefs. Going to take a nice hard look at Jordan Love there for the Packers in that one. Absolutely. But so far in this one, Desmond Ridder is 7-7 passing the ball for 68 yards. And so let's see if he can lead the Falcons to another scoring drive here before the half with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Let's see. Black Medicine says, go University of Northwestern. So we've got one for Northwestern there. Bet. Braden says, also turn those notifications on. And so that's right. Once you are subscribed, do have that notification bell turned on for sure. I already went up and set up my stream for Thursday. I set up my stream for Saturday. And I set up the one for Sunday, which will feature Carmichael Steelers versus the Detroit Lions and stuff like that. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed and have that notification bell turned on. And do leave a like as well for this video as well. Let's see. Black Medicine says, if I don't see tennis, I'm turning the notifications off. Brutal. Wow. Well, here we go, guys. 1st and 10 here for the Falcons here from their own 32-yard line. Running back goes in motion. Ridder takes a snap, throws it. And, yeah, no idea who he's throwing to on that one. No idea, to be honest. But it's incomplete. First incompletion tonight, though. He is a rookie and looking good so far. Let's see. Braden says, Black Medicine. Braden says, go Northwestern, screw Nebraska. Okay, so y'all want to see Northwestern beat Nebraska. I'm kind of sort of rooting for Nebraska on that one. I sort of am. They were exciting to watch them lose last year in all those close games, but I'm sort of rooting for them. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 10. Here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Of course, we still got the 2 minute warning coming up here. Plus, not to mention, both teams have all three timeouts. But they talked it over. They threw a penalty. Right now, Arthur Smith is doing his best Urban Meyer migraine impersonation on the sideline right now, as he does not like what he's seeing right now from Ritter in the offense currently. And I can't blame him on that one. I can't blame him there. I just can't blame him. Let's see. All right, so here we go. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 right now. Ritter up under center. One back in the backfield here. Two receivers, two tight ends. Gonna take the snap here. Play fake. Ritter looking. Ritter throws it. Caught by the open receiver. And he's going to take it into Jets territory at the 44-yard line. I wonder if this will make Arthur Smith smile. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, guys. But, wow, what a nice pass that was. Here in a second with 1 minute and 58 seconds left to go. All right, let's see. Black Medicine says, let's see. JB, have you taken your talents to Madden online yet? I have not. I have not, Black Medicine, for the simple reason of I don't want to embarrass myself yet. I want to practice first. Lewis says, yeah, go Northwestern, but his money's going to be on Nebraska in that matchup. Okay. So he's got the money on Nebraska, but still rooting for Northwestern. And so, gotcha. Black Medicine says Nebraska is going to win, but I'll be pulling for Northwestern. And so, okay, bet. Let's see. Lewis says, damn, these Jets, no defense. Black Medicine says, not the migraines. And so that's exactly what it looks like. I mean, Arthur Smith is livid on that sideline right now. He's not liking anything that he saw in the last two drives right now. He was not doing that when Marcus Mariota was in the game. But, I mean, Desmond Ryder, he's been doing good, though. Desmond Ridder's been doing good. 8 and 9 passing for 102 yards. The offense is moving the ball. Sure, there are mistakes right there, but surely it's not all on him, though. Cut the kid some slack. And so Braden is saying tennis. Let's see. Black Medicine says, I'm 1-0, play the Saints fan. And so I know that was personal then. That was personal. Absolutely. But again, we are currently right now at the commercial because of the 2-minute warning. So we got 1 minute and 58 seconds left to go here before we reach halftime. Again, the Falcons right now with the football and the lead 13-0 over the Jets right now. So let's see if the Falcons will tack on even more points here. Again, the final game of the week 2 for the preseason so far. One more week left, guys, of preseason. All right, let's see. Lewis says, dude is doing good for a rookie, but coach expects a junior Matt Ryan. If he's expecting that, you got to at least give him a Julio Jones out there to work with if you're expecting a Matt Ryan from back then. But no, I think he's looking good. Obviously, Marcus is going to be more ready. He's got more NFL experience. But I do feel like at some point during the season, if the record's not how you like it, you do turn it over to the kid. And I honestly feel like he can go out there and win you some ball games. I feel like he's a steal. Give the kid a chance. Let's see. Lewis says, come on and miss a field goal. So he wants him to miss the field goal. All right, but here we go. Returning back to the action here for the Falcons. 1st and 10 from the Jets 44-yard line. Play fake. Ritter throws it. Incomplete. Ball looks like it may have been tipped there across the middle. It was a small window he was aiming to throw that ball through, but incomplete. Going for the deep middle. I could see where he was aiming for that one. Okay, that was just a low pass there. And so, but I do like the decision making there. Got to put a little bit more up under that, though. And he knows it. Let's see, Braden says 16 days until the NFL season starts. The countdown begins. All right, here we go. Ritter up under center here. Play fake. Gonna throw it. There is a penalty, but man, I mean, when these guys are getting open, they're getting open right now. They're literally finding the holes in the secondary, and they're just open. By NFL standards, that is wide open. But there is a penalty right now, so let's see what these officials are gonna call. I mean, Arthur Smith just really just looks like he's just unimpressed right now. Like he's just viewing all of his stocks just crashing right now. He's just really just he's just not happy right now. All right, so that's going to be in the offense. An illegal shift right there in the offense. And so that's going to move them back 5 yards. Let's see. Braden says, "What does the name Marcus Mariota mean to you, Jay?" Ooh, that's a good question. What does Marcus Mariota mean to me? He means, when I think of Marcus Mariota, I think video game Mariota. Like on a video game, he'd be so much more effective than I think that he would be for the Falcons this upcoming season throughout his entirety. He has some of the traits and skills to make him look exciting, but I'm just not sold. I'm not buying it. Meanwhile, he completes the pass there and they go out of bounds, but it's going to be a penalty on the play. A penalty on the play. I mean, the kid's got all the skills that you want, from the speed and stuff like that to the arm. We know what he did at the college level, but overall, we know what he looked like for Tennessee offensively. And the Falcons don't have a lot of, they don't have those big time stars outside of Kyle Pitt that you can really rely on right now. So to me, he's just a placeholder. He's just a placeholder right now for this season. That's what I think of when I think of Marcus Mariota right now. Just a placeholder. Let's see. Lewis says, "Man, Ravens are gonna feed on these Jets." All right, here we go. Ritter up under center here. Tight end goes in motion. Fullback goes in motion. Going to toss it to the back. Off the right side. Cuts up and runs into a linebacker, but able to fall forward and pick up 2 yards on the carry. So we got a minute and 28 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Again, both teams with all 3 timeouts right now. So can Ritter and the offense go into the end zone here? Ritter's up under center. Fullback goes in motion here. Takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. Steps up. He's moving. He's going to run. He's still running. He goes out of bounds but picks up the first down. But hold everything. There is a penalty, and I got a feeling this one's coming back. All right, that's going to move it back. That's going to move it back. That's going to move it back. Somebody did not want to move. The defender was going by them, so he held, and that's going to cost them. Had to be the last name Mayfield. That's probably what the issue was. Again, 56 seconds to go here in the second quarter. How do you guys feel about Baker Mayfield being the starting quarterback down there in Carolina week 1, and that pretty much revenge game for him against the Browns? How do you guys feel about that? Meanwhile, here we go. 2nd and 18 after the penalty right now. Second quarter with 56 seconds to go. Here we go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Ritter takes a snap, feels the pressure, throws it on the run there, and it's going to be a pickup of about a good 3 yards on the play. However, another penalty. Another penalty. If you thought that Arthur Smith was doing his best Urban Meyer impersonation with migraines on the sideline, wait till you get a load of this right now. It's about to take it to a whole nother level. Another penalty against the Falcons offense on this one. You're moving in the wrong direction. What started off once again as a good drive. Now let's see the replay here. Let's see the replay. Let the guy go. Let the guy go at this point. You did good up until the end. Let him go. So another penalty here. Wow, 2nd and 28 right now. Ritter takes a snap, another play fake here. Going to throw it across the middle, complete it. So Ritter doing his job here. So now we're looking at, let's see, 3rd and about 8. Got it at the Jets' 12-yard line here. Going to expect the Falcons to call a timeout now. Call a timeout. Let's see, Lewis says, loving the penalties called. Let's see, old man says, Basic Baker is better than Sea Ghost Sam, and I think they will beat the Browns. And so I got a feeling Carolina's going to beat them too, because you think about Christian McCaffrey, when he's out there for the Panthers and stuff like that, they're a different team. You know, him, you think about DJ Moore, they're going to be excited in this opener, and quite frankly, I just cannot trust Jacoby Brissett. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So we remember last year Carolina did get off to a fast start, so much so people were ready to write them in as a surprise team last year until they ran into a flat tire on that Thursday night game against the Texans and lost Christian McCaffrey. Then Sam Darnold, those ghosts came back, and he never was the same. He never was the same. Next thing you know, he's going to be out there on a Ghostbusters commercial or something like that moving forward. But here we go, guys. 3rd and 8. Again, 38 seconds to go here before the half. Shotgun formation here for the Falcons. Can they get into the end zone here? Ritter takes a snap. Jets sending pressure. Throws it quickly. Incomplete. Incomplete. And bad pass, bad decision on that one. But there is a penalty. This time, can a penalty help them here? If this is on the offense again, Arthur Smith's going to run onto the field and tackle these officials. Referees are discussing right now. Again, the Falcons are up 13-0 right now. Yeah, Arthur Smith, he's just like, no. Ooh, on the offense. Ooh, so that's going to back them up even more. And Arthur Smith's like, I need a drink. I believe he just mounted to his officials, to the assistant coaches, that he needs a drink right now because this is just becoming too much for him. Ooh. They couldn't even do that right. If you're going to get a penalty, at least execute the play correctly. Don't get the penalty and still don't do it right. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? And so now, wow. Well, at least we've got Clue out there. Let's see, the old man said he's about to snap. Oh, you know he's going off in the locker room. You already know he's going off in the locker room. He's like, let me get away from these cameras real quick, because what I'm about to do, I can't be have caught on camera. But here we go, 30-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the Falcons. And Koo doing what Koo does best and getting another 3 points here. Koo responsible for 9 points here in the first half already. And right now the Falcons are up 16-0. But based upon how Arthur Smith is looking, you would have thought his team was the team at 0. Let's see. Black Medicine says, damn, Koo is out here auditioning for my fantasy team. And so I think he's trying to find a way away from your fantasy team this year so you can actually make the playoffs for a change. So he's trying to find a way away from your fantasy football team this upcoming season. That's what he's trying to do. And so, so 80s has clearly figured out how to utilize the 4 emojis that I have there. You've got the Baker emoji, you've got the Jimmy G, you've got the Frankenstein Belichick one, Steve Belichick, and the Derrick Henry one. Let's see, Lewis says, I'm happy with under 20 points at the half. And so, yeah, Lewis says he'll take that. He'll take that right now. He'll take it. Of course, Lewis is hoping that the Jets run back a kick here. But there's just 32 seconds left to go here before the half. Kickoff on the way. See if we get a return here. We do. All right, he's at the 10 right now. Makes a guy miss. Still on his feet, 20. Still on his feet, 30. Still moving. Brought down at the 36-yard line. Maybe the 37-yard line with 23 seconds left to go here in a second. And so Braden says, nice emotes, JB. And so, yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely, when did I install that? At some point during last football season. All right, here we go, guys. 23 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. White takes a snap. Going to dump it there and tackle it immediately here. 18 seconds left. And the Jets want to call a timeout right now. So they're clearly going to try to get some points here before the half just to get something here. Just to get something. So the Jets have 2 timeouts remaining here, but there's 18 seconds here. So can they at least get in field goal range? Let's see, old man says it's almost time for the JB halftime show. You guys already know. Already know. Already know. Already know. I hope you guys have been taking time to do some heavy research and stuff like that during this for fantasy football that's coming up and stuff like that. It's almost here. Again, our draft will be on the 2nd of next month. All right, but here we go. White takes a snap here. Going to throw it across the middle. Completed. And so, gotta call a timeout. Gotta call a timeout, and they do call a timeout with 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So nice pickup there, across the middle there for the Jets. Finally, something positive here. And he says, the Belichick halftime show special guest, Steve Belichick. All right, so they got one timeout here, so they can still run one more play, possibly two more plays here before attempting a field goal. I know Lewis is hoping that they don't score. All right, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here from the 31-yard line of the Falcons. Mike White with the snap. Falcons send it forward. Throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Try to get it to the receiver quickly there, but incomplete. 7 seconds left to go here before the half. Mike LaFleur in his second season as the Jets offensive coordinator. Let's see. Mike says Jets is garbage. JB the Echo champ. The Echo champ. Mike throws it quickly, caught by Mims, and that's going to be tackled there. 3 seconds here. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout. Let's see. Braden says, you know what's funny? There was an ad before your stream came on for JB Welding. And so they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Mike says, JB, are we talking on a string cup phone? So let me go ahead and fix this. Yeah, I have no idea why it keeps echoing. No idea why it would randomly start echoing. But whenever it does that, just let me know, guys, and I will definitely fix it. But I don't know why it keeps reverting back to it. But here we go, guys. Just 5 seconds here before the half. And so we're going to see a field goal attempt to try to get the Jets on the board here before halftime. 44-yard field goal attempt. Let's see. Braden says, so that's the sponsor of the JB halftime show. Meanwhile, kick is up and kick is good. So the Jets find a way to get on the scoreboard here before the half. I'm sure Lewis is not too pleased about that, but the score right now is 16-3 at the half. Falcons leading over the Jets. Let's see. Mike says Flacco look way too old to be 37, and the other quarterback looks like he's 16. Definitely, he does look like he's been partying hard for the last like 16 years in terms of Joe Flacco. But again, right now at the half, just to recap what each of these quarterbacks did. We'll start with the Falcons. Marcus Mariota was 6 of 10 passing for 132 yards. He threw one touchdown, no interceptions, was not sacked. He looked pretty good. Desmond Ridder, he's been 10 of 13 for 143 yards through the air, no touchdowns, no interceptions. And then for the Jets, Mike White, 11 of 15 passing for just 87 yards, and he was not sacked either. So no sacks for either team so far in this one. On the ground, the Falcons 11 carries for 31 yards. As for the Jets, 7 carries for just 10 yards. So nothing going on the ground for the Jets so far offensively. And really nothing going offensively at all so far for the Jets. But they were able to come away with 3 points there right before the half. We'll see if they can increase that in the second half. Let's see. 80 says, JB, just so you know, Atlanta is front of the Falcons uniform means Atlanta. I'm sorry, ATL in front of the Falcons uniform means Atlanta. Appreciate that, 80s. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's see. Mike says, surprised Atlanta ain't JB team. Must because their guard to the Belgians. So, no, Atlanta would not be my team. I mean, if anything, I'm from the Florida area, so if anything, it would have originally been the Dolphins, but clearly that's not happening. And so I chose to go against the grain here, go against the hometown team, and went with the Patriots. But yeah, Falcons were not going to be in consideration back then. Falcons did not register for me until I started seeing Mike Vick make plays, and that was the only thing that registered at that point in time. I believe Mike Vick was quarterbacking. They had guys like Peerless Price, Algie Crumpler, guys like that, and work done in the backfield. T.J. Duncan, those two in the backfield, and so, but yeah, it's about those are the Falcons that I first got to grow and know. Absolutely. Let's see. Mike says basic name the starter. That's right. He was named the starter there. He beat out Ghost Darnold. Beat out Ghost Darnold. Sam, I am not the starting quarterback. All right, let's see. Braden says 28-3. The butt fumble. Okay, okay, okay. Bet. Let's see. 80 says in 1984, you say Nike hoped to make 3 million in Jordan sales during 4 years. In 2022, they make 3 mil selling Jordans every 5 hours. And so that is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. And so I mean, that just goes to show you choose correctly, and it works out. It works out. It works out. I know that Adidas is still upset they did not land Jordan, but hey, it worked out for Nike. Let's see. Mike says I got Reebok pumps 80s, and so bet, bet. Let's see. Mike says, all right. So 80 says awesome, Mike. Mike says Jets is never good, and so every time I talk about the Jets and stuff like that with Pop Brown, I always mention when the Jets had beat Peyton Manning and the Colts 41-0. That's really like the last time the Jets were like really good, other than the one time that Sanchez had and the Jets had that one outlier of a season and stuff like that. Let's see. Braden says, giving you compliments about your team tonight, JB. And so I'm wondering what's going on. I'm wondering what's going on. Like, are you guys setting me up for like a massive disappointment? What's going on? Like all this for my team. I'm like, it's not my birthday. I'm like, what's going on? Let's see. Mike says he's wanting Arby's lately, so he's thinking Arby's lately. And so good old Arby's. But but yeah, Mike is looking like your Bills are going to be undefeated in the preseason because when they play Carolina, I'm fully expecting them to go out there and dominate. I mean, no need to bring the punter, right? No need to bring the punter. Let's see. Mike says Sanchez and Rex Ryan had yeah, the one good year. That's right, the one good year. They took us out. They took out Peyton. They took out all the big time people, but still got eliminated. Still got eliminated. Mike says Belichick best coach ever. Okay, what's going on here, guys? What's going on? What's going on here? Something is clearly going on here. What is going on? Something is going on. Let's see. Lewis says, I wonder what's the catch for these nice compliments. Exactly. I'm wondering too. It's making me nervous here. It's making me nervous here. It is making me nervous here. As the old man says, JB, have you heard the game diss track to Eminem? And so yeah, I did. But yeah, these compliments have got me nervous, y'all. This is not what I expect. I come in here expecting you guys to go after my team or something like that, you know. But this is definitely different here. This is different. It feels kind of weird here. Let's see. Mike says, I'm gonna laugh so hard when the Rams get hit by the Bills, and so and so Braden says it's a secret. Don't disclose it. Don't disclose it. Okay. Let's see. Old man says all I can say is at least he tried, and I'm not an Eminem fan, but the game is crazy, and so yeah, they went ham. They went ham. Let's see. Mike says I think Mac's super good, but not as good as JB's show, and so all right, what's the catch line here? Clearly, I must have missed somebody's comment that gave everybody the green light to just say good stuff about my team and stuff like that. Like, you guys are hyping me up here for some kind of downfall. Let's see. Lewis says maybe the Patriots signed Eli Manning as quarterback coach, and no, believe me, if that was the case, then they would simply be being like, "Have you seen it? Have you seen it, JB?" And then I'm telling you, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. Like Bill would not do that. Bill would not do that. I'm sorry, Bill would not do that. I believe Bill is right there with me for his dislike of Eli. Bill loves Peyton, but he dislikes Eli. And so finally, someone brings it back to the norm. And so Black Medicine says, the heck with that. He says, the heck with the compliments. He says he wants tennis. And he wants it now. Mike says, Eli don't belong anywhere near the hall. 80's right. And so it's over. Black Medicine ruined it for everybody now. Black Medicine, he went back to the tennis. He said he wants tennis. He does not care about the compliments. He wants tennis. He wants tennis. And again, we are currently at the halftime right now. Falcons up 16-3 over the Jets. But the Jets, they scored the last 3 points. And so we'll see in the second half if they can keep it going. And will they swap quarterbacks away from Mike White? Braden says he does not want tennis. Look at this. Braden, I feel like Braden just got the rebound here. And so rather than everybody reverting back to going back to the tennis chant, Braden is doing the opposite here. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Let's see. Braden says the Patriots are the greatest NFL franchise. And so, I mean, Braden speaks the truth here. He speaks the truth. He speaks the truth. Mike says tennis is another country sport. We do football. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Mike says most Super Bowls ever, JB's Patriots. And so, I mean, we tend to get there now. You know, it's not always pretty, but we do tend to get there from time to time. From time to time. But this is just madness, guys. This is just madness at this point. Who's going to be the one to bring us back to normality here and just bring us back to the regular way that things work? Let's see. Mike says, no, JB fell down. We'll help him out. And so I'd like to think that that would be the case for real and stuff like that. Let's see. Lewis says, the only way Eli will be allowed in the hall is if his nephew is one day indicted. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. Wow. JB's at a loss for words right now. At a loss for words right now. Oh, shoot. At a loss for words. Let's see. Braden says the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Mike says, echo, echo, JB climb out of the well. Is the echo back? Is it really back, Mike? Is it back again? If so, then maybe these Bill fans really are messing with me. Oh, man, they got to be messing with me at this point. Let's see. All right. So, 80 says, JB and Old Man, would you guys trade 3 of the Patriots Super Bowl wins to get the 1 Super Bowl win they lost that ruined the perfect season? I personally would not do it. I personally will not do it. 3 will always be more than 1 and stuff like that. So I would not do that. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. No, I wouldn't trade 2 Super Bowls for just 1. I would not do it. No. 3 Super Bowls is 3 Super Bowls. That's 3 different teams and stuff like that. So, all right, here we go. Let's see. Lewis says JB show's always the best. Okay, Lewis, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Everybody's being fake right now. So are you saying that you don't believe that JB's show is always the best? Let's see. Braden says the Giants stink. I can never get tired of hearing that, Braden. Can never get tired of hearing that. And so let's see. Black Medicine. He'll keep it 100. Let's see. He says Patriots suck. He says Buckeyes suck. He says Glasscock sucks. He says Tampa Bay Rays suck. He said, did that do it? And so that almost did it. That almost did it. That almost did it. You left out the Lakers. How could you leave out the Lakers? Like, how could you mention all the teams except for the Lakers? That would have been the one that would have been the most realistic to mention, would have been the Lakers. All right, Lewis says I'm good. Black Medicine says wrong. Black Medicine is so great. I'm sorry, Braden says wrong. Black Medicine is so. All right, so we're getting ready to start the third quarter, and hopefully things will be back to normal here in the third quarter. Wow. Let's see. All right, so Braden says interception at the 1 yard line. And so those are devastating when those happen. Those are devastating. Let's see. Mike says JB show always crystal clear tonight, no issues. And so appreciate that. I tell you, these preseason halftimes, though, they've been going by pretty quick. They've been going by pretty quick. I honestly feel like those NBA halftimes be a lot longer, honestly. All right, so getting ready to return back to the action here. And of course, the score right now is Falcons 16, Jets 3. And of course, they're talking about Jared Bernhardt, the outstanding lacrosse player, now football player. All right, so here we go, guys. Here in the third quarter to get ready to kick things off. All right, kickoff on the way, and we're going to get a return here by the Jets. Caught in the end zone and going to take a knee, so the Jets take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. All right, let's see. Mike says JB got best headset ever. Hey, these are some pretty good headsets now. I don't know why it keeps doing what it's doing, though, with the echoes. Let's see. Lewis says, I need a defensive game the rest of the way along with the running game. Braden says lacrosse stream. There we go, lacrosse stream now. All right, so here we go, guys. 1st and 10 for the Jets from their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Mike White still in there for the Jets, still trying to get it right. Tight end goes in motion. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback up under center here for the Jets. Let's see, can this offense get going? Gonna snap the ball, hand it to the back. Johnson off the left side. Gets away from one guy, gives it all he's got, and still loses a yard on the play. So now we got 2nd and 11 coming up here from the Jets' 24-yard line. Again, the first play there of the third quarter. Let's see. Old man says, nah, I'll take the 6 Super Bowls, and I'm back. JB, these dang Bill fans attack both of us today. They're going really hard today. They're going really hard today. Here we go. 2nd and 11 right now. Mike White's going to line up in a shotgun here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 running back. White takes the snap. Falcons sending pressure. Throws it. Kind of high, but it's caught there by the receiver Charles on the play. And that's going to be a pick up 3 yards. So now we got 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Jets from their own 27-yard line. And I'm telling you, I am tired of seeing the Jets punt the ball here. They need to get a 1st down and try to extend this drive. At the very least, show us a little something right now. They're trailing right now 16-3. It's 3rd and 8. We know that Mike White is certainly capable of turning it on. But right now, I need to see him turn it on. All right, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Take the snap. Falcons sending 5. White throws it. Oh, it's incomplete. Incomplete. So you know what that means. But wait a second. There is a penalty here. There is a penalty. So let's see which way the referee is going to call this one. If this is on the Falcons again, man, I mean, how many penalties is it going to take? How many penalties is it going to take? Okay, okay. So that's going to be against the Jets there. Okay, so all right, we're going to have the punt unit come out here, and we'll see what the Falcons can do here in the second half. First drive in the second half after this punt. All right, so we got the punt unit out here for the Jets. Brader, man, he has been getting a workout today for sure. Punt's on the way. It's caught at the 14. Looking for somewhere to go and goes out of bounds at almost the 20-yard line here for the Falcons. And that's exactly where they're going to take over here. All right, let's see. Lewis says, good punt, good punt. So Lewis likes to punt, and so he's very pleased with what he's seeing from the Jets offensively for him. And again, we are currently right now at the commercial. But again, this will be the first drive for the Falcons since halftime. And the score right now, Falcons 16, Jets 3 right now. Mike White for the Jets, 12 of 19 for just 90 yards. I mean, he's just not given any type of spark today right now for the Jets offensively. And on the ground, it's been even worse. 8 carries for 9 yards. I mean, they're literally leaving a lot of opportunities out there on the field right now, and it shows. Not a lot of positive stuff to say about the Jets offensively. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, though, I mean, they've seen some success, both from Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. You know, Desmond Ridder, 10 of 13, passing for 143 yards so far. 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Meanwhile, Marcus Mariota, when he played, 6 of 10 passing for 132 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He played for 3 series for the Falcons. Let's see. Lewis says, I can already tell you, JB, in the Packers-Chiefs game, it's going to be over. And so bet. Yeah, I can't blame you on that one. I can't blame you on that one for sure. I definitely would take the over in that matchup as well. Definitely can't blame you for that one, Lewis. Let's see. Braden says, good night, JB. See you on Thursday. So, yeah, Braden, see you on Thursday. We'll get to see your Packers up front and personal and give our evaluation of what we see from those young wide receivers that you guys have, those rookies, along with everything else. And so, but yeah, you take care. Have a great week. See you Thursday. And again, for anybody else that is watching, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you are subscribed and have notification bells turned on. Next stream will be Thursday to start things off for week 3 of the NFL preseason. But here we go. Tight end goes in motion. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. The back cuts up. And he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry there for the Falcons. We got second out coming up, 2nd and 4. And so honestly, that kind of play right there, that's what gets a drive going right there. You get the first carry off there, and then you get 6 yards on the carry. That makes 2nd and short a lot easier, and potentially 3rd and short if it goes to that point. And so Lewis says, all right, Braden. All right, here we go. Ritter up under center. Tight end goes in motion. 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 fullback in the backfield. Takes a snap. Going to hand it to the back. Cuts upfield. Still on his feet and falls forward. That should be enough for the first down, but let's see where they mark it. Do they mark him short? Initially, I thought he had it, but let's see where they mark him. Looks like an unfavorable marking right there, so that should be, looks like 3rd and inches. All right, here we go. Quarterback up under center. Tight end goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to hand it to the back. And he's going to get stopped. He's going to get stopped. So excellent tackle right there by the Jets defense to bring up 4th down. And being this close to their own 29-yard line, that's going to bring out the punt unit. So a 3 and out right there. Great job by the Jets defense. Hopefully this will spark some life into the offense. Let's see. Lewis says, nice stop. Yes, sir. Bet, bet. All right, so punt on the way here for the Falcons. Caught at the 31. Looking for a hold here. Making a couple guys miss there. There is a penalty. He took it to the 40, but there is a penalty on the play. Referees are discussing currently right now. All right, so penalty is declined for that first one, but it's going to be the second penalty there. So, all right, so 2 penalties there against them. First one declined, second one accepted. Again, this is the final matchup here of the Week 2 preseason matchups. Now let's see if this drive, if we can see some type of spark come out here for the Jets. And it looks like it's pouring down there in the game. All right, so here we go. Quarterback up under center here, one back in the backfield. Tight end, 3 receivers. Going to hand it to the back. Looks like there's a different quarterback in this time, so they're moving on from Mike White right now. Again, third quarter with 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go. All right, here we go. Quarterback up under center here. One back in the backfield. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. Johnson with the carry. He has the room to work with. And he's going to go out of bounds, but picked up a nice gain there. Great job on that one. But hold everything. There is a penalty. How many times does it have to happen in this game where we get some type of form of life here and there's a penalty? On the offense, and just like that, we finally get something to happen here for the Jets, and they look about as lifeless as their coach is looking right now on the sideline, and it's just penalties today. There's been so many penalties. Most have come against the Atlanta Falcons, I will say that, but still, these penalties are just downright hurtful. Let's see, 80 says, I'm listening, JB giving the dogs the bath, and so, okay, bet, gotcha. So after the penalty right there, quarterback's going to line up under center here. We've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 2 tight ends there, and 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Play fake. Quarterback with it. Steps up. Tries to get away from the pressure. Dumps it off. And so the receiver still running. Takes it all the way to the 49-yard line. What an excellent play. That time, quarterback felt the pressure that time. Had to step up and throw it while getting hit, but delivered. And the receiver did the rest, picking up 27 yards on the play. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the Jets' 48-yard line. Big-time play on that one. And the quarterback now is Chris Streveler at quarterback. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Quarterback up under center here. Takes the snap. Gives it to the back. Tried to cut it to the right, but brought down there. And that's going to bring it 2nd down coming up here. Got back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Jets at their own 48-yard line. Again, third quarter, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Falcons up 16-3 over the Jets. All right, so here we go, guys. Quarterback up under center here. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen here. Falcons showing pressure. Play fake. Straveler throws it, and it's caught across the middle, and that's going to take it all the way to about the 34-yard line right there of the Atlanta Falcons. So here we go. You switched up the quarterback, and it's working out right now for the Jets. 9 minutes left to go here in the third. Jets trailing by 13, 16-3. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, takes a snap. Still has a quarterback. Throws it to the tight end. He catches it. And he's brought down after picking up about 5 yards on the play. Second down coming up. All right, so second down coming up. Again, third quarter here with 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go. And the Falcons up 16-3. All right, Jets break the huddle. Can line up in the shotgun. All right, 2 receivers towards the top of the screen. Got a tight end and 1 receiver at the bottom of the screen here. Take the snap, hands it to the back. Looking for some room. Out the left side. Bouncing off a couple tackles here. Steps out of bounds. No room to operate with. And Mr. Knight goes out of bounds, losing 4 yards on that play. Simply cannot afford to have plays where you're going backwards like this. Just can't afford to do that. The score right now is 16-3, but if the Jets can find a way to get into the end zone, we have ourselves a ball game once again. So if they can just find a way to get into the end zone here, that can make things very interesting. All right, so 3rd and 10. Let's see, can Chris deliver? Different quarterback in there for the Jets. Let's see if he can come through. Takes the snap. Falcons sending pressure. Jets pick it up. Get it to the receiver. He's got nothing but space in front of him. And he's going to take it in for the score. That's a touchdown. Put your rager on Cager for that one. 34 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. Lawrence Cager with the catch. Big time play. And that's going to add a little bit of life to the Jets offense. Just like that, now we're looking at a 16-9 game right now. Here in the third quarter with 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. So far today, Cager, he's got 3 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. But what a play. On 3rd and 10, looking like the Falcons defense was about to get another stop. They come up with a big play. Finally. And so on the extra point attempt, there is a penalty. Let's see what the officials say. Let's see, old man says, dang, what was the defense doing? And so, I mean, they wasn't doing anything. That's a classic Madden 22 type of defensive mistake right there. All right, so let's see. All right, waiting on the PAT attempt here for the Jets. Lewis says, damn, now I'd rather have Atlanta with the ball. Funny how that switched up, right? Funny how that switched up there. Good old Eddie Pinero here for the PAT attempt. Let's see if he can make this one. But big time touchdown there for the Jets. And yes, that certainly changes things for the outlook of this game. Kick is up, and was it good? It is good. All right, so it's 16-10 is our score right now, with the Falcons holding on to a 6-point lead, but the Jets just scored on a 34-yard touchdown pass. And when we come back, the Jets will kick things off, and let's see what the Falcons can do with the football here on out. But we are currently right now at the commercial. All right, so just to recap on that drive right there, I mean, Chris Streveler, he put together the best drive we saw from the Jets offensively. 4-4 passing for 79 yards. It was on his shoulder, and he capped it off with a touchdown, coming through in the clutch on 3rd and 10, and he was able to take it all the way in there. We'll throw it to Cager, who did the work there for a touchdown. Lawrence Cager, 3 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown so far in this one. And we will see what the Falcons can do next time out there. But Desmond Ridder so far, 10 of 13 passes for 143 yards through the air. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Let's see if he can change that no touchdown and score. Now that Atlanta's up by just 6 points right now, they certainly would like to score again. But yeah, Lewis, I know you're getting nervous. I know you're getting nervous. Let's see. Mike says, JB, when the next show and who's playing? So yeah, Mike, the next one is going to be on Thursday. I'll be streaming the absolutely first preseason game of Week 3, and that's going to be between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. I will be streaming that one on Thursday, so that will be the next stream that I will have. And so definitely anybody that is watching, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel and have your notification bells turned on so that you guys will be notified when the stream starts and stuff like that. So we will be streaming that game on Thursday. The first college football game will be on Saturday, however, and of course it's going to be Nebraska versus Northwestern. So a matchup of two teams in the Big Ten. I will be streaming that one on Saturday to kick off the start of the college football season. Now, some of the bigger names, they'll be playing, the following week and so forth. But hey, we're getting college football to start. That's meaningful football. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. Lewis says, no comment. JB, no comment. All right, so here we go, guys. Coming back for the commercial here. So the Jets getting ready to kick things off. They just scored a touchdown here. They're feeling good. Let's see if the defense can follow up what they did last time by getting a stop against the Falcons. But kickoff on the way. Let's see. Nice kickoff here. No return on that one. Was not possible. So here we go. Falcons will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And let's see if they can go ahead and score. Meanwhile, appreciate you guys for the sub. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are the MVP. And so if you guys want to let me know who your favorite teams are in the comment section, feel free to do just that. Let us know who your favorite team is. Here on this stream, we've got a lot of guys with a lot of different favorite teams, so you just never know. You may not be the only one. You may not be the only one, but appreciate you guys for sure for subbing. All right, here we go, guys. Third quarter, 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go here. Atlanta up under center right now. Two tight ends going in motion here. All right, so we got two receivers, two tight ends, and a back in the backfield. Quarterback up under center. Takes a snap. This is a different quarterback here. He's bootlegging. Dumps it there to the tight end. Tight end gets drugged past the first down marker. So that's going to be a first down there for the Atlanta Falcons. And that is Felipe Franks in there at quarterback. Now, I know that Felipe Franks, was drafted as a quarterback, but he was playing tight end in the preseason. So I wasn't sure if he was primarily just the tight end now, or it seems like he's getting in there at quarterback too. So I guess he's still a bit of a hybrid for them. But if it helps him with his chance in terms of, being on the active roster come regular season, then so be it. But here we go. Felipe Franks in there at quarterback. He's up under center here. Two tight ends, two receivers, one back in the backfield. Heads to the back, off the left side. Driving his feet. And the pile gets pushed forward, and he picks up about 5 yards on the carry. So now we got 2nd and 5 coming up here from the Atlanta 41-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, how many thumbs up does JB got? And so let me check that number real quick, Mike, and I will let you know as soon as I check that number. But that is a great question. All right, so as of right now, we are currently at... All right, we're currently at 12 thumbs up. Let's see, can we surpass 20 thumbs up before it's all said and done? But here we go. Felipe Franks up under center, takes a snap. Play fake, feels the pressure. The pressure has him for a sack. That time, as soon as he turned around, the Jets, they were back there and they got him for the sack again. This is a team that, they want to make sure that if one of their strengths, they wanted to be getting after the quarterback and stuff like that. When you can get after the quarterback, you shorten how long the quarterback has to make decisions. And with some of the cornerbacks that they have, the young cornerbacks, they'll be able to make plays off of that with the secondary that they have. But that's a big-time sack right there. Came off the edge. That time, tight end, he just missed it. He just flat out missed that one. Let's see. Mike says, Let's see. Albert Beer reports the Patriots have talked with other teams about trading offensive tackle Isaiah Wynn, and so that's correct. That is correct. Old man pointed that out earlier today. That is correct. But here we go. Franks throws it to the back. The back. Oh man, what a hit! What a hit. First of all, the back had to make one heck of a catch one-handed. And as soon as he did, he was rewarded by Marshall getting in the backfield, guys. I mean, Marshall bringing the boom right now. I mean, it wasn't enough to get in on that sack, previously before. But, man, I mean, he brought the boom on that one. If you're a back, you don't want to go head on like that with a defensive tackle, especially you're just gaining your balance, too. Marshall's going to win that one 10 out of 10 times. What a hit. I like it. I like it. That brought some energy right there. I like it. But here we go. 4th and 11, so the Falcons will have to punt. The tide is turning right now. Gang Green is coming out in full effect here in the second half. Here we go. Fair catch is symbol. Caught at the 24-yard line, and that's where the Jets are going to take over here. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. All right, let's see. Lewis says Franks and Pitts. Black Medicine says, any chance Utah State upsets Alabama next Saturday? I mean, there's always that 0.00001% chance that something crazy could happen, but I'll just go ahead and eliminate that for you now. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Bama would win that matchup even if they just played their backups the entire game. They would win that matchup easily. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Let's see. Mike says NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reports the Raiders plan to release Kenyon Drake. I did see that. You know what? I kind of saw that coming. I know at first people were thinking it might have been Josh Johnson, but I was looking at Kenyon Drake. He was the least effective running back that I saw throughout the preseason. I didn't love what Kenyon Drake did last year for the Raiders either. I just felt like with the play that the Raiders have from all the other backs in the preseason, they have a lot of great guys that can, split carries, but Kenyon Drake was the odd man out. I feel like he just really didn't fit in there compared to all the other physical style of runners that they have and stuff like that. So, I mean, hey, he'll find another opportunity. I'm hoping that he lands up with a team like the Saints that can certainly use a second running back. He'd be a great fit to go there. But, yeah, it was a crowded backfield in the Raiders, and unfortunately, he was the odd man out. Let's see. Lewis says the Utah State will cover. Black Medicine says, I want Drake in Atlanta. And so, yeah, Kenyon Drake, we'll see where he ends up at. He's definitely going to end up on his feet, though. He's a tremendous talent there. It's just the Raiders had a crowded backfield there, so typically you release the guy that's going to cost you more and try to save more money there, especially when you know the other guys are going to be just as effective, if not more effective, in that scenario. So, absolutely. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the Jets are going to do when they get the ball back here. I mean, ever since they made the switch away from Mike White, in which Mike White, he was 12 of 17 for 90 yards. But I mean, Chris Stravendler, 4 of 4 passing for 79 yards on one drive, almost already surpassed Mike White on just one drive. And so looking pretty good. Let's see, Lewis says, you picked them at plus 35.5. And so, okay, bet. I can see that. I agree with you on that one, Lewis. I agree with you on that one. But again, we're currently right now at the commercial, so we're not missing anything yet. But here we go, returning back to the action again. Here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 31 seconds to go. Jets trailing right now 16-10, but they scored a touchdown last time out. Can they keep the magic going right now? Let's see. Chris up under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Takes a snap, hands it to the back off the left side. And he's going to pick up a tough 2 yards on the play, but there is another penalty. How many penalties do we have to see in a preseason game? This is just too many penalties right now, honestly, taking place. I believe this to be against the offense here. This should be against the offense here and move them back another 10 yards once again. I don't know why they're holding, because they're not effectively holding. I mean, when they hold, it's not really working. The ground game has been abysmal so far. 12 carries for 14 yards on the ground for the Jets. That's not what you want on the ground. You need far better production. I know it's the preseason, but still, you don't want that kind of production on the ground. You want to improve upon that number. All right, here we go. After the penalty now, 1st and 20. Running back goes out there in motion here. So we're going to go with 5 wide. Takes a snap. Chris steps up. Chris going to run. He is running. He's at the 20. He took a hit there. I'd rather see him slide. He took a hit there, but a good pickup there. Picked up about 7 yards in the play. Now we got 2nd and 13 coming up here from the Jets' 21-yard line. Again, the score right now, Falcons 16, Jets 10 here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Jets with the football facing second and 13 right now from their own 21-yard line. Let's see if they can get a big play here on second down. All right, they're going to line up in a shotgun here. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Falcons got 4 guys on the D-line here. Chris looking, throws it, and it is caught there by Mims, and he's going to get tackled immediately, but a nice reception to make it 3rd and 2. So now we got 3rd and manageable here. Let's see, what are they going to call? What will they call here? Will they opt to run the ball? They have not been effective on the ground at all so far in this one. Will that change now? Will that change now? Here we go, 3rd and 2. From their own 32-yard line for the Jets. Trying to keep hope alive here and keep the drive going here late in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Chris takes the snap, throws it. Caught by the receiver there. Excellent route running by the receiver, Black, and nice catch there. Picked up 12 yards, taking it all the way to the New York Jets 44-yard line. So now we got 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line here. So getting closer to midfield. Now they have confidence. Chris came in there immediately and already more confidence in him right now than they showed in the first half with Mike White. He's already surpassed Mike White in terms of total yards already. And he's just been out there for really 2 drives so far. 6 or 7 passing for 102 yards and a touchdown. Let's see if he can keep it going, though. He's going to line up under center here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Take the snap. Play fake. Chris throws it. Going deep to the right side there. And overthrew the receiver on the play there. It looks like they might have gotten tangled up between the receiver and cornerback there. But, oh, man, if he could have caught that, he would have had some room to run. So that's a play that you want to see made right there. But it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up here. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see. Mike says Tavon Austin cut take. And so, I mean, they cut the man again. Poor guy. Let's see. Lewis says the Mike Ditka highlights. And so, yeah, right? I know as a Bears fan you was going to point that out. All right, Chris takes the snap, hands it to the back. The back cuts up, still on his feet here. Got the first down, picked up about 11 yards on that carry. You want to see more of that from the Jets. You really want to see more of that on the ground from the Jets. Because they're a team that, you know, when they went ahead and they took Bruce Hall, they want to make sure that their running game took it to the next level this upcoming season. So that's what you want to see more of. All right, so now we got a first down here. We're in Falcons territory here, 1st and 10. Let's see what we do. All right, here we go. Quarterback up under center here. Takes a snap, play fake, bootlegging, throws it, and it is going to be completed. Taking it to the Falcons 39-yard line. Here we go. 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 4. So far in this drive, 6 plays, 37 yards, and about 3 minutes and 10 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Again, we've got about 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Falcons leading this one 16-10, but the Jets, they are soaring high right now, and let's see if they can get into the end zone again on back-to-back drives. All right, Chris up under center here. Receiver goes in motion. Going to take the snap, play fake. Chris throws it across the middle. It's caught by the receiver and taken all the way to the 25-yard line. So let's go. Okay, but wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. There is a penalty right now. If there's one thing that can derail a drive, it is penalties. And we've seen our share of penalties tonight from both teams. In the first half, it was Atlanta. Here in the second half, it is the Jets. There is a guy that seems to be down right now for the Jets currently. Hopefully he's okay. Not sure exactly what happened. I see. All right. So that was offensive pass interference. He did push off. You can't be that obvious about it. You can't be that obvious about it. But, yeah, that is a penalty. Let's see. Mike says clearing Ford gets Bills $5 more for the OBJ signing contract. And so Mike's calling it. Mike is calling it. Let's see. Lewis says hold them, Atlanta. He's saying hold on for dear life, Atlanta. Don't let them do it. But yeah, right now they're currently tending to the injured player right now for the Jets. We're here in the third quarter with just 42 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And again, that was Charles there. He had the reception and he was called for the pass interference call offensively. He's walking off on his own power there. Not sure if it's his forearm or just his arm, but certainly in some pain. All right, so we'll get ready to return back to the action here. Again, after the penalty, now we've got 2nd and 14 from the Falcons' 49-yard line. 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Clock still running. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Chris takes a snap. Falcons sending 4. Chris, he's running. Still running. And he goes for the first down. Did he get it? They mark him just shy of the first down marker. But great job by Chris. He put his head down. He turned on them jets and he was running. He felt the pressure and he took off. Chris is not afraid to sacrifice his body out there. He wanted that first down marker. But that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, the Atlanta Falcons lead this one 16-10. But it's the Jets here in the second half who've been moving the ball. And we'll see if they can take the lead in this one. Let's see. Old man says, JB, what's your go-to snack? You say yours is pork skins. And so, pork skins. And so that was certainly one of my mom's favorites right there. Pork skins right there. And so me, when it comes to go-to snacks, I got to say my go-to snack, I love me some Payday. I love me some Payday. JB is a big fan of Payday. Love some Payday. Love some Reese's and stuff like that. And so those are the 2 that come to mind for me, for the top 2 for me. Because, I mean, there's nothing like having some peanut butter. Some peanut butter for paydays and stuff like that. And so, absolutely. Those 2 are my go-to snacks for sure. Let's see, old man says, and purple Kool-Aid. And so, nice. Old man living life, y'all. Old man is living life. But we are at the end of the third quarter, guys. And so the score is Falcons 16, Jets 10. Of course, making our way through the preseason right now. We know these wins and losses don't mean as much. We know that. But it means everything for the guys that are currently out there. They're out there sacrificing their bodies. If they get hurt in the preseason, that could ruin careers. That could destroy careers. And guys may not be the same, but yet they're fighting out there for roster. They're fighting out there to show that they are the guy and that the coach can trust them, that the quarterback can trust them, that, the offensive line, that they're on point, all of that stuff. It matters. It matters. Let's see. Lewis says, 1 more quarter, 16 points kills them. And so, Lewis, lately we've been seeing a lot of 17-point quarters. I'm not going to lie. On these streams, we've been seeing a lot of 17-point quarters. But I'm hoping for your sake that's not the case tonight, but we'll see. And so, Black Medicine says, cracklings, pigs. And so, Black Medicine says, I've never seen you eat a damn Payday. I am shocked. And so, well, I have not been getting them lately, but they're my go-to. They are my go-to. They are my favorite, but I have not been getting them as of late. And so, there you go. You learn something new every stream. All right, but 1 quarter remaining, the fourth quarter. And then we'll be able to finally move on to the final week of the preseason, guys, which means the regular season is so much closer, guys. It's so much closer. You think back to all those months that we were watching the USFL counting down to win the regular season, and man, it is so close, not just for the NFL, but also for college football as well. My favorite time of the year. We're talking about college football on Saturday, and we're talking about the NFL on Sunday, Monday, Thursday. You guys already know my streaming patterns and stuff like that, all the primetime night games and stuff like that throughout the football season. Along with on college football, I'll do my best to mix up, whether it's, an earlier game, a later game for college football, whichever one's the best game to stream. All right, but here we go. Chris takes a snap, going to take a deep shot, and it is incomplete, but there's a penalty. Now, the receiver is down. He is down. I hope he is okay, but he is currently down right now. And that's a pass interference. That time the receiver came back to the ball. He went up to make a play. Defensive back didn't really turn around and try to make a play. So they got the pass interference call, but man, did Black pay a price on that one. And you look at the replay. 38 does not turn around to look at the ball. Makes contact with the receiver clearly before that. Meanwhile, Black landed on his shoulder right there. and gets the penalty. But yeah, he was hit by the same. I mean, not just his shoulder, his head also. So you have the neck, all that stuff. Lewis is shaking his head right now. He is shaking his head right now. He does not like what he's seeing. But yeah, right now we have another Jets player currently down right now. Certainly hoping that he's okay because he did come down because the second guy hit him and then he came down in the shoulder and his head. And so hopefully he is okay. And again, we're currently right now at the commercial due to the injured player. But when we come back, it's going to be first and goal from the Falcons' 7-yard line. So far in this drive, 7 plays, 69 yards in about 4 minutes and 35 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Can they cap it off into the end zone and take the lead in this game for the first time? Again, the Falcons and the Jets, they played their first string quarterback in Marcus Mariota, played their second string quarterback, and now they're down to Felipe Franks, their third string quarterback slash tight end hybrid. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the first half belonged to Mike White, and the second half belongs to Chris Strevendler, who is 7 of 8 passing for 108 yards and a touchdown. Now, Chris Strevendler, he is in his third season in the NFL out of South Dakota. So he went to school at South Dakota. He's 6'1", about 215, 220 pounds. Number 15 there for the Jets. But he's looking good so far tonight. But again, we're currently at the commercial due to the injured player. Let's see, Lewis says, need the defense to step up. So Lewis is still hoping that the defense can step up. He's just like, defenses, he needs you right now, as he took the under in this game as opposed to the over. So he needs the defenses. And that is Tyreek Black, the rookie out of Texas that went undrafted in the 2021 draft. All right, here we go. Let's see. So right now, Chris and the offense for the Jets. Can they get into the end zone here? First and goal from the 7-yard line. Quarterback up under center. A lot of tight ends here on this play. One receiver, one back in the backfield. Going to hand it to the back off the left side. It's a foot race. He takes it all the way inside for the touchdown. That is P. Ryan with the carry, and that's a 7-yard rushing touchdown for the New York Jets. And now we're all tied up here, and the Jets have the extra point attempt to come up here. So way to start off the fourth quarter, getting the touchdown. And so Lewis says, impress the coach. Lewis is sick to his stomach right now. Sick to his stomach right now. He is not happy about this at all. Not happy about this at all. But that is a touchdown there for the Jets. Now the extra point here would give them the lead. Again, 8 plays, 69 yards, 4 minutes and 42 seconds in terms of time of possession. Kick is up, and it is good. All right, so the Jets lead this one 17-16 over the Atlanta Falcons. Again, here in the early stages of the fourth quarter with 14 minutes and 49 seconds to go. And so now we'll see the Jets defense. Can the Jets defense keep things going? Or will the Atlanta offense get back to doing what they did a lot of in the first half? Can they get back to it? They'll be led by Felipe Franks, so they'll be on his shoulders. Well, we got ourselves a ball game, guys. 17-16. Jets up by 1. All right, so kickoff about to be on the way. Let's see, old man says, man, he about to lose on that Falcons defense. And so, right? Talk about a tale of two different halves here, guys. Because the first half, at halftime, Atlanta was up 16-3. But the Jets have scored 14 unanswered points since then, and we still got basically all of the fourth quarter left to go. But here we go for the Falcons. Let's see, he's at the 10. He's at the 20. Falls forward at about the Atlanta 24-yard line, and that is where the Falcons will take over 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. So let's see for Atlanta. Can Atlanta put it together here and get some type of score? Whether it be a touchdown, whether it be a field goal, can they put something together here and reclaim the lead? Let's see. Let's see. 80 says, JB, I'm back. Have the Eagles won another Super Bowl? That is a negative. That is a negative. That is a negative. All right, here we go. Quarterback up under center here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Felipe Franks is the quarterback in. Receiver goes in motion. Takes the snap. Play fake. Franks on the move. Frank pump fakes. He's going to scramble. Lowers his shoulder. He wanted the smoke, and he took on the contact there. Not afraid to risk his body there. That's that tight end in him. But here we go. 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Atlanta 28-yard line. And so Elijah Moore, and so have high hopes for him. I mean, he certainly had moments last season that shows what he's capable of. All right, quarterback up under center here. Tight end going in motion here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Felipe Franks making adjustments here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap, hands to the back. Back off the left guard and picks up about 2 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 4 coming up here. 3rd and 4. Can this Falcons offense get rolling again? That's really the question. Can they get rolling again in this one? It's going to come down to who can make the best plays from here on out to win this game. 3rd and 4 coming up from the Atlanta 30-yard line. 1 back in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Tight end goes in motion, going to line up at fullback. Franks takes a snap here. Play fake. Oh, the defender fell on that one. He did not see it coming. And Franks said, you know what? I'm just going to keep it and scramble. Look at that. Franks delivering a punishment. Anybody that wants to make the tackle, he's going to lower the shoulder and take that contact. He has no issue with that. He certainly has the size to do that. Lewis says, let's go defense. Lewis is a fan of everybody defense. Falcons, Jets, doesn't matter. He just says, let's just play defense, guys. 12 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. And again, the Jets lead 17-16. But the Falcons with the football just got a new set of downs. Here we go. Quarterback up under center. And just like that, look at that. A penalty on the left guard. Come on, son. We've seen that way too much in the first half, and here we go again. Shooting yourselves in the foot, basically. Can't have that happening. Simply can't have that happening. So now after the penalty, we got 1st and 15 here. Franks takes the snap here, going to hand it to the back off the right side. And goes out of bounds. Picks up a nice pickup here. Let's see, 2nd down. But there is a penalty. Another offensive penalty. I mean, are they going for the record tonight? Like, what is going on here? So many penalties on the offensive line especially. Every time you look around, it is holding. The only thing they're not holding is their block. How can you hold a man and not block him? I don't understand that. How you can get called for holding and still not make a block. So here we go, 1st and 25. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Out of the shotgun here. Receiver in the slot goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Going to take the snap. Going to hand it to the back. Up the middle. Going to pick up a nice pickup there. Of course. Of course. Yet another penalty. Wow. Another penalty on the offense here. Illegal shift this time. I mean, they're getting creative at this point. They're finding different ways to move the ball in the wrong direction. Wow. We've got 1st and 30, guys. 1st and 30. How many times do we see 1st and 30 in the NFL, man? It takes a certain type of lack of discipline to do that. Look at that. 13 penalties for 121 yards against the Falcons. Jets aren't doing that much better. 10 penalties for 89 yards, but still, the amount of penalties here. Come on, guys. Got to get it together. Most of that is on the offensive line. But here we go. Frank's up under center here. Takes a snap. Play fake. Looking. Gonna scramble again. Still running. Falls forward. He lost the ball. Was he down? I think he was down. I'm pretty confident he was down. But let's see what the officials say. I think he was down, though. Let's see. 80 says, speaking of penalty records, Phillip Rivers has more than Eli. LOL. That's an interesting stat if you can pull that. All right, let's see. The knee was down. The knee was already down. He was already down. Already down. Let's see. Old man says, man, that O-line is about to walk home and then run for about an hour. Let's see. Old man says, make it 2 hours. Let's see. Lewis says he was down. So Lewis believes he was down as well. All right, so it's still Falcons ball here. They picked up 12 yards, but unfortunately, due to the penalties, you still got 2nd and forever here, 2nd and 18 here from the Falcons' own 30-yard line. So Felipe Franks, he's got his work cut out for him here. Felipe not hesitating to scramble every chance he gets here. All right, so here we go. Franks takes a snap here. Gonna keep it himself here. What a great decision. And man, he is just he's just bowling guys over on the sideline. Felipe Franks, he wants the contact. My goodness. At this point, as a defensive back, especially, you're making a business decision when you decide to get him. And honestly, I had to pause myself. I didn't know who had the ball. That was a great fake on that one. I wasn't sure if the running back had it or if Felipe Franks kept it. But he kept it, and man, he's looking for that contact. A lot more of that. But here we go. Hurrying up to the line here. And so, had to call a timeout right now. Felipe Franks not happy with that. But man, I mean, Felipe Franks, he's out there bringing the boom, guys. Lewis says Franks taking shots. Right. Lewis says, dude has the size. Yeah, he's got the size, all right, and he's utilizing it. But look at that. I mean, his shoulder game is second to none right now. I hope Madden is paying attention of his break and tackle ability, because this man's just lowering the shoulders. Yeah, these secondary guys don't want the smoke. He's taking out Jet players on the sideline. I like it. I mean, you don't want that from your starting quarterback, but I mean, I like what I'm seeing from Felipe Franks. Here we go, 3rd and 8. He's up under center here, too. He's got 1 tight end, 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion, play fake. Franks runs, gets tripped up. Ball came out. Will they let him finish the play? They will. And so if this stands, that'll be a touchdown. Was he down? Lewis is like he's got to be down. Felipe Franks was doing so well, but that time the Jets defense got to him, tripped him up, and he lost the ball. A defensive score, a scoop and score. Now let's look at the replay here. That time, Felipe Franks. He lost now the ball, like the ground, forced out when it come out. And then, let's see. But Lewis is sick on that play. Mike says, go Bills. He's just going to throw that in there. Go Bills. But man, what a score here from the Jets. Just like that. They went from trailing 16-3 to now pinning the extra point. They're going to be up 24-16. PAT is up. PAT is good. So they're leading 24-16. Huge turnover by Felipe Franks. You want to impress the coaching staff, you got to protect the ball. Does not matter how well you do if you're not going to protect the ball, especially if you're going to run as much as he is. You already know it's raining out there. It's wet out there. And as much as you're running the ball, you cannot have that happen. Big time mistake by Felipe Franks on that one. Can't make excuses for him there. but big time play by the Jets. Got to give credit where credit is due on that one. Picked it up, scoop and score, 24-16. That's our score here in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. And so, but unfortunately, I mean, hey, Lewis, this puts us at 40. This puts us at 40. Let's see. Lewis says, well, there goes another crazy second half. Lewis is like, he felt confident early on, but man, his second half is crazy. Let's see. 80 says, JB, wasn't your college nickname First and 30? That was not the case. That was not the case. See, the emergency quarterback can't get nicknamed that because the emergency quarterback is usually on the sideline. So we don't get those luxuries. We don't get those luxuries. And so Lewis says rookies. He cannot stand rookies. Cannot stand them. Again, Felipe Frank in his second year in the NFL here. Because I remember last year when Felipe Frank was playing against, when the Falcons were playing the Patriots last game. I remember last year when we streamed that game. I think it was like a Thursday night game, I think. And Matt Ryan had threw a pick, and then they subbed in Josh Rosen who threw a pick, and then they subbed in Felipe Franks who threw a pick. They threw 3 interceptions in a row. 3 straight interceptions. I remember that. So Felipe Franks was on the roster last year as a rookie. He's in his second year now, trying to show the Falcons that he belongs on the roster, but the kid made a mistake. He made a mistake. Ooh, but what a play. What a change of events. The Jets scored 21 points here in the second half. The Falcons have not scored yet in the second half at all. And the Jets now hosting the 8-point lead, up 24-16. The battle of who can get the most penalties called against them, honestly. Because, I mean, half of these plays the officials are wiping out. The Hennessy brothers out there. All right, so kickoff on the way here for the Jets. Falcons get at the 7, 15, 20, 25. Brought down at about the 27-yard line, and so the Falcons offense will come out here first and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Again, that's Bernhardt, the outstanding lacrosse player, converted football player on the return. Lewis says he was cheering defense for a stop, not for a defensive score. Let's see. 80 says, JB and old man, would you give up one Super Bowl for Deflategate and Spygate? No. No. I would not give up any Super Bowls. I want more Super Bowls. That's all that I want, more Super Bowls. That is it. Regular season is just a regular season, whether it's 16-0 or 10-6. All right, here we go. Going to head into the back and brought down there. And so he lost a yard in the play. So now we got 2nd and 11 coming up here. 2nd and 11 here for the Falcons here at the Atlanta 26-yard line. 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. And so Atlanta, if they can score a touchdown on this drive, they have the opportunity possibly to tie it up if they go for 2. Let's see. 80 says, wasn't Chris Hogan from the Pats a lacrosse player? And so, yes, he was a lacrosse player. Absolutely. Chris Hogan was a lacrosse player, but he was a great football player, at least for us. Anyways. All right, here we go. Felipe Franks up under center, went back in the backfield, take the snap. And, man, he handed that one off just in time. Oh, my goodness. Wow, you get hit like that. I mean, he was spinning like a coin in the air. My goodness. I mean, on that play, 2 things I saw. They immediately, got in the backfield, hit the quarterback right as he was handing it off. Lucky for him, that was not a fumble on the handoff. And then the running back went spinning after that hit. The Jets are bringing a boom right now. These guys out there, they're playing with energy. Falcons take the snap, and so you can see the hits out there. These Jets are hitting on a different level. Like, the energy they're playing it right now is just extremely, extremely high. Let's see. Old man says, nah, we will keep our 7, and we will happily take the 3. Mac Jones will win in New England. And so I like that. If he can get us 3, I'm more than happy with that. Let's see. 80 says, old man Mac will only win 3. LOL, only win 3. Come on now. All right, but right now we're looking at 4th and 2 right now. And the Jets defense, playing with that contagious energy, has stopped the Atlanta Falcons offense dead in their track once again. Punt unit out there. Again, 8 minutes and 25 seconds here to go in the fourth quarter. Punt on the way. Jets get it at the 18-yard line. Trying to make a play on the return. And going to be tackled there at the 21-yard line for the Jets. And that is where the Jets offense will take over here. So the Jets with the lead, 24-16. And they're going to get the football here. So I expect to see more running the ball here. Lewis says, man, just run out the clock. He said, don't worry about scoring no more. Just run out the clock. So you're saying you don't want a field goal this drive out there, Lewis? You don't want to see a field goal out there? Is that what you're telling me? All right, but here we go. First and 10 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes the snap, hands it to the back up the middle. Picked up about 3 yards on the carry before he's tackled by the Falcons. So now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Jets' 24-yard line. Lewis says, my 1 point on life support. So that's it. He's at the end of the rope right now, guys. He needs no more scoring in this game. So Lewis says, please, no more scoring. Again, here in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this one. Let's see if the Jets can eat up a lot of time here on this drive. All right, shotgun formation again. Got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes a snap, keeps it, throws it, and he had to throw that one quickly. Now that time the Falcons brought pressure. Pressure got there. Chris had to get rid of it immediately, so it's incomplete. Incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Again at the Jets' 24-yard line. All right, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here. Going to go with 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. On 3rd downs, they have been 2 of 7. Can they convert here on 3rd and 7? Chris gets the snap. Moving around. Going to throw it up there. Gave this guy a chance, and oh, was that picked off? It was picked off. It was picked off. He's still running. Wow. Wow, just like that. I thought it was a catch at first. Now, there is a penalty. But this could have been after the pick. Let's see what they call, but wow. Can this be what turns the tide for the Falcons? Let's see. Old man says, yeah, I can see Mac winning 3 and don't know why Phone put 7 instead of 6. And so you're already counting the next one. I like it. Currently discussing the penalty right now, but obviously could be big depending on what they call. But wow, what a play by the Falcons defense. They say big-time players make big-time plays, and that was a big-time play. Ooh, face mask. But yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, what a game so far. I mean, it did not start off this interesting, but now, I mean, things have gotten pretty interesting now. All right, so here we go, guys. We got that 1st and 10 going right now at the Jets' 32-yard line here for the Atlanta Falcons, who find themselves trailing right now 24-16. Can they tie it up on this drive? Will this be the drive that ties it all up here in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go? Or can the Jets defense continue their domination in the second half of keeping Atlanta off the scoreboard? I know what Lewis is rooting for. He's rooting hard right now for the Jets. He wants to see a turnover. Here we go. Tight end goes in motion. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Felipe Franks takes a snap. Gonna hand it to the back. In the back, he's gonna go forward and pick up 4 yards on the play. All right, 2nd and 6 coming up here. 2nd and 6 at the Jets' 28-yard line right now. 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Can the Jets defense come up big here? But now's a reminder, if you have not done so already, make sure that you guys leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. But here we go. Frank's already up under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Take the snap, hand it to the back, up the middle. Still moving. And he's going to take it all the way to the 20, which means a fresh new set of downs here to work with for the Atlanta Falcons. 1st and 10 at the Jets' 20-yard line. So here we go. Lewis says a fumble will be great. He says a fumble, an interception, anything would be great other than seeing them score. Even a field goal would hurt Lewis right now. It would be devastating for Lewis, and we don't want that for Lewis, guys. We don't want that for him. All right, but here we go. Frank's up under center here, still rocking with the 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield here. A lot of guys close to the line. Franks takes the snap, going to hand it to the back. Cuts up. Oh, he got tripped up on the play. Picked up 5 yards, though. So now we got 2nd and 5 here at the Jets' 15-yard line. It's not looking so good for you, Lewis. Not looking so good for you. Let's see. 80 says, JB, Lewis, and old man, do you guys watch Pat McCaffrey? And so I occasionally do watch like a couple things from time to time. I'm not going to say very often, but probably like once in a while, I do watch. Here we go, guys. 2nd and 5 right now. Franks takes the snap. He tripped on the snap, but still got it to the back, and the back gets it back to at least the line of scrimmage. And look at that. They give the Falcons the lowest odds in the division to win that division. Let's see. Lewis says 4 and out. Old man says, yes, I do every day. So old man says every day. All right, but here we go, guys. This is the fourth quarter. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. Time is definitely important. Falcons want to capitalize and try to get a touchdown here. Here we go. Felipe Franks takes the snap here. Going to keep it himself. He's got a blocker in front of him. The blocker pushes the defender. He lowers his shoulder, knocks a man helmet off, knocks a guy out of bounds. He's just a human bowling ball out there. Move out the way. Wow. Wow. I mean, are we witnessing Derrick Henry? Look at that replay. Last time I seen someone other than Henry do something like that, I think we were watching Josh Allen do something like that at one point in time, which is scary because he's quarterback 1. But let's see. 80 puts out the King Henry emoji. So there you go. That's exactly what that looked like. Might as well book with that trucking company right there, because that was a big one. But now we got 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And look at that. Arthur Smith, he can't help but smile. He can't help but smile about that play. He likes it. Lewis says, come on, Jets. He's begging. He's pleading. He says, please. 80 says, a human bowling pin. What? That's right. Shout out to bowling. So there we go. But again, here in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes, 39 seconds, and somebody really needs to check on Arthur Smith and remind him this is a preseason game. They snap the ball just in time. Franks looking, throws it up there. Incomplete. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, with the Jets leading 24-16. Four minutes and 35 seconds here to go in the fourth quarter. All right, here we go. Frank's up under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback up under center. Takes the snap. Fakes it. Felipe Franks, you know he can run. You know he doesn't mind. He throws it, though, and it's incomplete. Put it where only his guy can get it, and it was a bit too much, so it's incomplete. But a smart pass on that play. Lewis says 2 more downs. That's all he's asking for. 2 more downs. That's it. Let's see, Falcons offense. The goal-to-go touchdown percentage was at 58%, which is the 2nd worst in the NFL last season. So they got to find a way to punch into the end zone here. I mean,
I probably would call something to give Felipe Franks the option to keep it himself. He seems to be very comfortable doing that. Let's see what they call, though. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield here. Franks takes a snap. Gonna fake to the back, looking to throw it. Throws it, and it's incomplete. So 4th and goal. What do? I know what Lewis wants to see them do. He wants to see them go for it. Lewis is screaming at the TV, go for it. Don't go for the field goal. Go for the touchdown. But he doesn't want them to get it, though, but he wants them to go for it. Again on this drive, 8 plays, 27 yards. About 3 minutes to turn the time possession off the clock. But they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Arthur Smith already looks like he can look into the future and see if they're not going to get it. I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Shotgun formation here. Going to go with 4 receivers and a running back here. Franks takes a snap. Jets sending 5. Franks throws it up there. And the accuracy just not there. Accuracy just has not been there. Incomplete. It's 4th down. Give your guy a chance to make the catch. And so just like that, you took the smile off your coach's face right there. Now he's mad at you once again. Incomplete. But for Lewis, though, this is great news for him. The Jets defense gave him the stop just when it looked like it was going to be impossible. The Jets defense came up big for him. And so Lewis is happy about that. Arthur Smith is like, what? He's like, what? All right, here we go. Lewis says, run it out. Felipe Franks, a pure look of disappointment on his face. He knows he had an opportunity there, and he let it slip. All right, here we go now for the Jets. 1st and 10. Chris takes a snap, heads to the back, up the middle. And that's going to be a pickup of about a yard in the play. Of course, the important part right now, if you're the Jets, you want to continue to run this clock out. You want to go on a long drive and run this clock out and maybe settle with a field goal if the clock does not expire first. But we got 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Falcons with 2 timeouts here. Felipe Franks is hearing an earful on the sideline right now. You got to give your man a chance. 2nd and 7. Jets taking their time. They're in no hurry whatsoever. They want to continue to melt this clock. 10 seconds right now. Let's see. Lewis says no more flags. Hashtag no more flags. Chris up under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers back in the backfield. Take the snap. Play fake. Throws it. Caught by the tight end. And he picks up about a good 15 yards on the play. And a 1st down, more importantly for the Jets. A 1st down. And again, tomorrow is the deadline for rosters to be cut from 85 to 80. And of course, that dreadful August 30th deadline when they have to make it from 80 people to 53. A lot of guys' dreams will come crashing to an end on that day. But for the guys that make it, it's a dream come true. So these guys have a lot to play for. But here we go. Quarterback up under center here. Takes a snap, going to hand it to the back. Back is brought down. It's going to be a loss of a couple yards on the play. 2nd down coming up. Right now the Falcons defense, they need to bear down, actually, and come on and get a stop. But Lewis says the only winner are the teams that run out the clock. 3 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 12. Defense knows you're going to run the ball here. Can the Jets actually run it, though? All right, here we go, guys. Chris up under center right now. Got 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and a back in the backfield. 3 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap, play fake, bootlegging once again. Looking, he's going to keep it himself. He's running, and Chris slides. Look at that momentum on the slide, guys. But he picks up about a good 8 yards on the carry. So now we got 3rd and short coming up here. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Unless Atlanta opts to call a timeout, that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they call a timeout. Let's see, 80 says, but the guys that don't make it now have the USFL, XFL, and the Emergency Quarterback League. That Emergency Quarterback League is going places, I'm telling you. It is going places. Lewis says, man, he had more yards to pick up the first. And so Lewis is like, you couldn't get him the first, do him that one solid to get the first. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning now. So the Jets are going to come back and face 3rd and 3 right now from their own 26-yard line. A first down would absolutely be devastating to the Falcons. But we are currently right now at the commercial. But what a game. This game actually turned out to be a lot more interesting than it looked like it was going to be early on. But let's see. So far in this one, though, let us see. All right, so passing the ball wise, we will start with the New York Jets. So Chris Straveler, he is 7 of 8 passing for 108 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. Mike White, he was 8 of 17 passing for 90 yards. Meanwhile, for the Atlanta Falcons, Desmond Ridder, 10 of 13 passing for 143 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Marcus Mariota, 6 of 10 passing for 132 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. And then Felipe Franks, 2 of 5 passing for 8 yards, no touchdown, no interception, sacked twice. He ran the ball 5 times for 45 yards, though. But unfortunately, he had a fumble, a costly fumble, and he was unable to score in the red zone as well. So 2 costly mistakes in this one. Lewis says, as always, enjoyed the stream, JB, and of course, as always, appreciate you for coming through, Lewis. Once again, always great to have you here once again. Again, the next stream, guys, will be on Thursday, and so I'll be streaming when we'll watch the Packers versus the Chiefs on that one, guys. So, of course, we know third preseason game, going to be a lot of backups, and so my remainder of preseason games that I'm going to be streaming will be Thursday night, and then also Sunday, the final preseason game in which we'll watch the Detroit Lions play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Saturday, though, will be college football. So we'll have some meaningful football there in college football. The Nebraska versus Northwestern game, we'll be streaming that one on Saturday. It's going to be an earlier game on Saturday. So we'll have 3 streams this upcoming, towards the end of the week. So a lot to look forward to. And that's exactly why, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Let's see, Lewis says, first time all game, I've been cheering for the offense. Right, that is a fact. That is a fact. It was close, man. It was close, Lewis, but, man, it was close. It was close. But here we go. I wonder if the running back will break this one for the touchdown, Lewis. All right, here we go. So 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Receiver goes in motion. Chris up under center. Takes the snap. Play fake. Look at him. He's still running. He's going to try to get it himself. He does get it before he's tripped up, and that's going to be a first down for the Jets. That one hurts. And let's see. 80 says, just don't subscribe, people. He said, take it to the next level and become a member. He says, become a member of the JB Nation. 80 says he's lonely. He wants to see another member of the JB Nation. That's what he said, guys. And so as of right now, we have 2 members as of right now in the JB Nation. So definitely that is always an option as well to show support for the stream and for the channel. Let's see, Old Man says, another great stream, JB. Appreciate you, Old Man. Appreciate you. As always. As always. Old Man says, I'll still be here listening. And so here we go, the victory formation, the sweetest formation in all of football, because we all know what that means when you call it in the 4th quarter. That means your team is getting a W. It feels good whether it's preseason, regular season, or playoffs. And so let's see. Lewis says JB41 survives. And so, yes, it was a close call, Lewis. I really thought that they were going to score, but they opted to go for the touchdown, couldn't do it. And so that's the Falcons for you. And so just like that, the New York Jets were able to be victorious in this one. Absolutely. Wow. Wow. And so another knee right there, and that's going to take it to the end of the game. That is it. So the final score, Jets win 24-16 over the Falcons. Congratulations there for the Jets in the second half there. But I saw a lot of good things in the first half from the Falcons. So you got to feel confident about what you saw from your starters. As for the Jets, backups played better. But hey, you knew starting off Mike Wright. He's not your quarterback 1. He's not your quarterback 2. And so, but to come away with a victory still, congratulations. And so, 80 says that only he has the power to use the Baker emoji, the Jimmy Glass one, the Steve Belichick, and the King Henry emoji. Only he can do that. Lewis says he's 5-2 on the stream when it comes to that. So that's a good record right there. And Lewis says, thank you, Jets. So Lewis is very happy. We're happy for him, and we are happy that we had a great stream, but this is finalized. Again, the next stream will be Thursday, but thank each and every person for coming out here. We know it's a Monday night, so continue to have a great start to your week, and looking forward to seeing you guys on Thursday for sure. And so 80 says, good night, JB and everyone. Thanks for doing the stream. Appreciate you again for coming out, 80s. Always glad to have you here on the stream. Again, the founding member of the JB Nation Membership Society. That's what we'll call it. And let's see, Lewis says, see you, JB. Hey, see you Thursday. Absolutely. God bless you as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, Lewis. And so Old Man says, Falcon pulled a bigger Jets move than the Jets did. In typical Falcon fashion, is it not familiar to see the Falcons lose a lead in the second half? And they say, Matt Ryan, what's the problem? Let's see, Old Man says, like I said, another great stream, JB, and see you next one. 80 says, good night, Lewis and Old Man Bill Belichick, LOL. Old Man Bill Belichick. Like it. Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, guys. Once again, the Jets are victorious here, 24-16 here. And so it's the second half that they took off and started soaring through the air. And so with that being said, thanks again for watching. Lewis says, good night, everyone.